Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live Boston Bruins franchise mode series with the big bad Boston Bruins here on NHL 26, moving into episode number 23 for year number 9, the 2033-34 season in its entirety. So the season and, cross your fingers, the postseason, both coming your way in this episode. As we try to wrap up this series over the next few episodes, episode number 23, we're going to try year number 9 here in episode number 23, the final season, year number 10 in episode 24, and then episode number 25 can be the wrap-up episode. So after last off-season, we come into 2033-34 even stronger, and we're ready for the year to come. At the 3-minute mark, yes, is when we'll get started. So if you're watching after we've already gone live, you can hop ahead to that point. But until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in on this lovely Tuesday evening in June, the last before Canada Day tomorrow, before July begins, and of course, free agency coverage tomorrow here on the channel. We'll be live probably about 11:30 a.m. to, 1 or 1:30 p.m. Eastern for free agent coverage, as it's not just going to be the free agency, but I would think lots of trades as situations are changing, like how we saw the Panthers trade for Jacob Markstrom today. Very, very interesting. So we'll get started in just a moment. Good evening, Mighty Joe Maple. First one in. Thank you very much. One of our channel members checking in for episode number 23 of our series, continuing on tonight. Let me share this in the Twitter world. And we'll get a first full season from Caleb Bradham. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And there we go. All right. We'll get started at the 3-minute point, and that is in about a minute from now. Looking at the stats from last year. What a season last year was. Only 50 wins, but our first conference title, our best power play, our best goals for, our best goals against, and we fell in the conference final. It was our best year for hardware as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awards. Insert the yes gif here. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are. Hey, Blended Family. Happy Canada Day / Free Agent Frenzy tomorrow, guys and gals. Yes, we'll be live tomorrow around 11:30 a.m. Eastern. On my end, we'll be back. No problem, Eddie Joe. Zyke, Yorkie, welcome aboard. Yes, we'll be live tomorrow on the channel for Free Agent Frenzy. But yes, we're going to be into the last few episodes of our Bruins series. As I just said before, this is episode number 23 for year number 9, the entirety, season and playoffs. Next episode will be year number 10, our final season, and then episode number 25 after that will be the wrap-up, the finale. And that brings us to 256. Perfect. So let's get started from here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2033-34 season and hopefully postseason. Year number 9 here in Boston. Episode number 23 of this live franchise mode series. As we're getting close to wrapping this up, 2 more episodes after this one. In the last one, we had a 3rd consecutive postseason berth, back-to-back division titles, our first conference title, our best power play, our best goals for, our best goals against. We swept round 1. We won in 6 in round 2, then fell in 6 in the Eastern Conference Final to the Carolina Hurricanes. I've caught wind data is attempting to get Kevin Weeks on the stream tomorrow as an official insider. One of these days, huh? One of these days we'll get somebody in there, but it's just going to be Data and Hobbsy probably, plus guests, which is just as good. So we won 6 awards. Randy Ho won the Hart, the Art Ross, and the Ted Lindsay, and the Rocket. Yeah, so 4 awards from Randy Ho, who won the Hart, the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross, and the Rocket. What a year. His 3rd Rocket and first as a Bruin. Also the Calder going to Waters and the Jennings going to Osgood and Zhamnov, our goaltenders. So great year for hardware. And now we move into 2033-34, hoping for more from Randy Ho. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Top line with Matty Beniers and David Pastrnak, who's now 37 years of age, but at 88 overall, can he still do it? I think he can. On the second line, Pavel Dorofeev in the real world, that crazy money he got signed to with the Rangers. Caleb Bradham in his first full year as a Bruin. We picked him up from the Penguins. He scored 16 points in 22 games. He is one of the 32 created players in this franchise mode series. He'll be playing second line center with Anton Lundell, moving to the wing now. Great face-offs, but we'll try him on the wing as an 88 overall. Third line, Valerie Emelin, Mathis Preston, and Brendan Waters, who won the Calder Trophy, moving his potential from medium top 6 to high top 6. So very good. Hopefully he can have a good year and start thinking about moving into that top 6. And fourth line, Hordichuk, Minton, and Pascal Marchand. When it comes to the healthy scratches, 13th forward is Uldrich Janicki, who's going to be pushing for a spot in the NHL. Power forward with 5-star physical, 7th round pick in 2030. My goodness, came in the Randy Ho trade. Crazy growth that he has had. Also Isaac Roseyan, and 7th D is Louis Crevier. As the defense currently stands, Evans and McAvoy in the top pair, Miller and Iginla on the second. Condre Miller was a pickup last year. We didn't think we'd keep him, but he stuck around. 22 points, plus 11 in 57 games. Fell to his old team, the Hurricanes. And third pair, Vladimir Goldobin with Chanel Mambert. Goaltending, 88 overall, Gavin the Sponge Osgood, backed up by a new one this year, Dennis Hill to be backing up here in Boston. And still in the AHL, more guys that we're going to be continuing to watch the growth of. Is it Fontaine? Yeah, Fontaine. Not as much growing this year. We've had a lot of promotions, so not as much growing this year. It's Weeman who's doing the most on the defensive side of things, yes. And goaltending, Fisset and Fistrick, 2 elite goalies. Got it. All right, so there's the lineup for the NHL and the AHL. And did I already do the power play? If not, we'll do it right now all together. Yes, I didn't do that yet. Okay, so the power play units for this year, we'll put Randy Ho here. Lundell will center the second unit because I want Bradham to be over here. Who's centering that right now? Preston. We could keep him, but not at the center. Actually, he has 82 faceoffs. But no, I will put Mathis Preston right here. Emlin's going to come off the power play. This will be where Lundell will go. Lundell, Waters, Dorofeev. Mambert at the point is tough. Only the 82 passing, though. We can't put Mambert there. It's going to be McAvoy on the first. Eesh. Do we put more than one defenseman? McAvoy and... Yeah, you know what? Craig Iginla should be there. So Iginla quarterbacks the second unit. McAvoy on the first. So Lundell will be off. Here will be McAvoy. Yes. So Beniers, Hope, Pasternak. No, Pasternak's going to be on the second unit. Dorofeev on the first. Or you know what? Let's put Waters on the first. Let's go crazy and give Waters some ice time. And Bradham can be... Should be the playmaker? No, he has only 80 passing. So, distributor is McAvoy. Finisher is Randy. Puck carrier is Matty B. And then, unless it should be Bradham, I'm not sure. Preston, Pasternak, Lundell, Dorofeev, Iginla. Yes, distributor is Iginla. Finisher is Pasternak. Carrier is Lundell. Very good. Kind of let the rest of the team, let the game do what it wants for the rest, kind of. Audio is audioing. Very good. Thank you all. We'll kind of let the game do what it wants for the 4-man. I don't care so much about that. Penalty kill. Matty B and Lundell can't be together. No, we need those 3 centermen. So... Can Waters try first unit? He's a 2-way forward. His skating is good. We'll try it. Beniers and Waters on the first unit. Second, Bradham and Minton. Yeah, that's okay. And third... Lundell and Emlyn. Emlyn gets some ice time like that. He's a 2-way forward. Let's try him on the second unit. We'll put Minton on the third. We'll try that. And that's about it. I'll let the game do the rest of what it wants for everything else. All right, so let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It is year number 9, 2033-34. Our penultimate season here with the Bruins, as year number 10 will be the end. So year number 9 is ready to go. Any season goals we want to give? Do we have any rookies in here? No rookies, I don't think, right? Is Emlyn a rookie? I don't think so. No, we have no rookies. Janicki maybe, but he's not going to be even playing. He might get sent down. So yeah, any season goals we really want to give? I guess Randy Ho. Last year I said to score goals. I think this year I'll say win the Rocket. We'll say award challenge. Win the Rocket, yeah, it gets the accuracies, increased shot frequency. I guess win the Rocket for Randy Ho. Any other award or stat challenges we want to give? Maybe Matty Beniers with the assists, maybe? He's been so great with his playmaking between those 2 guys there. Plus the passing or the defense. Yeah, let's keep it going on the passing. What's his passing at even at this point? No, Matty Beniers, what's his passing at? Who else could use a boost in attributes? So Randy Ho, we can't boost the accuracy any higher. It'll just be, I guess, if he wins the award, his shooting slider moves up. Passing for Beniers would be helpful. Pasternak, he's kind of just regressing no matter what. Lundell, we could try to get his defensive awareness to go up if we for his plus minus. Bradham, we could try to get his passing to go up. And Dorofeyev, we could try to get his, I don't know what, shooting, but they're going to say score 50 goals. He's not going to score 50. All right, let's just finish off with this. So Lundell, have a good plus minus. You want to do any defensemen with season goals? Stat challenge, plus minus for the defensive awareness. No problem. And we said Bradham for passing. Caleb Crawdad. How many assists they want? 50 assists? He could do it. And let's see. Any defensemen? Looking at the decor. Welcome aboard, Matthew. Riker Evans could have maybe higher defensive awareness. Kendra Miller. He's 33, though. Like, this isn't work on. This is, like, hit a goal. I don't know if they're going to hit a goal. Goldobin could have better defensive awareness. Chanel Monbert is on her way out, I feel. She needs better passing. But every year, 15 assists last year, 25 the year before. Plus minus is never anything to write home about. I don't know. If that's 7.55, we got to free up. If we need to free up money somewhere, it might be Chanel. Let's try Riker Evans. Try to get his defensive awareness up. That'll probably be it. All right, and we'll get ready to go. Year number 9 will be underway, ladies and gentlemen. Try to have a plus minus above 15. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Sure. You can do that, Riker. All right. Let's go sim to next game. I'll start the preseason. And we'll see how Yannicki does when given a chance as well. What's he up to? Season goal, yeah. What do you want to do? Compete for the cup? Make the cup final? We can do that. And that's it. All right, first game against the Panthers. Here we go. On the road, Hildeby starts this one. 5-4 loss. Great. Hildeby in for another one. 5-2 win. That's nice. Osgood in for this one against the Maple Leafs. Emlyn is healthy. Okay, good. 7-2 win. Nice. Let's put Yannicki in for the Sabres. Couple of wins to start the year. For the preseason, I should say. 4 goals and 8 points from Randy Ho. What? Let's see. Emlyn, 10 penalty minutes. Didn't that kill him last year a little bit? Last year, he had 52 points and 122 penalty minutes in the AHL. In his rookie season, 27 points and 55 penalty minutes. And in the playoffs, nothing there. Okay, watching the stream, also waiting for an old NHL playoff game to finish downloading. Oh yeah, what are you watching? Marchand, nothing. Minton, nothing. Horchuk, nothing. All right, Marchand will come out. And we'll try him with Yannicki. Uldrich Yannicki. Third line with Preston and Waters. Let's try Uldrich there. Let's advance here against the Sabres. 4-3 win. Last 2 games of the preseason. Sorry, 3 games. 2-1 loss. 5-2 win. And Hildeby can start the last one. I'll go change the lines here. Anything from Uldrich? Jeremy Swayman and the Red Wings. 7 goals from Randy Ho. Lundell, Bradham, 15 penalty minutes. We've got to be careful with the penalty minutes. 1 goal from Uldrich Yannicki in 3 games. That's nice. Waters has 4 goals. Emlyn, 2 assists. Minton, nothing. Hordichuk, nothing. So what if Marchand comes back? Final preseason, put Minton first line center? Sure. Why not? Emlyn, Hordichuk, Marchand. What if we try... No, we'll go back to trying this again. Emlyn, I really want him to fit the third line. I really want him to do that. We still have some line fits that we could do as well. There's further line fits to do. And Hildeby will start. Hildeby and Minton, former Maple Leafs. All right, last game of the preseason. We'll hop in to see it. Wrap it up here. First period 0-0. Second period 1-1. Lundell and Nelson. Third period Waters and Aginla finish it off with a 3-1 victory. Did I have Yannicki playing fourth line, or did I put Marchand back? I meant to put Uldrich Yannicki there. My bad. Anyways, let's see. In those 7 games, Randy Ho, 11 points. 7 goals, 11 points from Randy Ho, 8 from Beniers and Bradham, 7 from Pasternak and McAvoy, 5 goals, 3 on the power play from Brendan Waters. Woo, boy. I wonder what he could do in his sophomore year. Lundell, Evans with 6, okay, good. Anyone at the bottom who wasn't great? Hordichuk, nothing, and Minton, nothing, both with nothing in 7 games as -2s. Keandre Miller, -4, he has to turn that around. Yannicki had 1 goal. We could try him. Goldobin, I gotta give Goldobin the +-1. Jeremy, welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can finish from the same. Wow, classic. Enjoy. Both goalies were all right as well. Neither goalie was disappointing. All right. Season goal. Still have a chance for Goldobin. Forgot about Goldobin. Goldobin, season goal, long-term, stat challenge. +- about 15. You can do that. We can do that. Vladimir. All right. Sim to the first game of the season now. And we'll be facing the Dallas Stars at TD Garden, hosting them. All right. So to kick off the beginning of the season, we'll put Beniers back first line. Yes. I think I'm going to try Marchand out and Yannicki in to start the first game of the regular season, and the rest of the lineup will stay as is. That's exactly. Am I that friend, Hobbsy? I had predicted Martinez would win it as well. It was only like me and my dad watching, but I said watch Alec Martinez win this. It wasn't really a prediction as much as watch like this would be crazy if it happened, but still, I'm taking credit. And yes, we are ready to roll. All right. Get that preliminary like if you haven't already for some good luck. Year number 9 starts now. Game 1 of 2033-34 at home against the Dallas Stars. Let's get it on. First period, and it's 3-1. David Pasternak with a first period hat trick. The 37-year-old captain, vintage David Pasternak. Oh my goodness. From 1901 to an 18-minute hat trick. 18 minutes hat trick in the first period of his age 37 season, or age 38, I guess, turning 38, whatever it is. 3-1 Boston. Second period, 2 goals from the Stars, but Randy Ho keeps us ahead. Rantanen and Bourgault. 4-3 Boston after 40, being outshot 28-23 as we lead by 1 at home, thanks to the captain putting us up with the Hattie. Get your Pastor promotions here. We need to try and get some Badia promotions going. Power play, Dallas is killed off 5 minutes ago. Power play, Bruins. And then it's Randy Ho scoring as the power play expires. 3 from Pasternak and 2 from Randy. Doesn't get better than that as we win 5-3. Shots tied at 38 in the end. Ho 2 goals, 2 assists. Pasternak 3 goals and an assist. Beniers 2 assists. The first line clicking. Mighty Joe, I love those. My only relatable story was calling a Joey Votto home run for Canada in the World Baseball Championship on the pitch. He did it. We'll give you that one. We will most certainly give you that one. Big win to start the season, and we will start the calendar sim. We'll want to definitely go see the Hurricanes. Yeah, coming up there. Very good. So let's sim the next 4 games. The first 5 games of the year. Very good. On the road against the Flyers after our home win. 3-1 win on Philadelphia ice. In Buffalo for a 4-3 win. Hosting the Sharks for a 5-1 win. And now on the road against the Panthers, 4-3 win. Eastern Conference Final rematch, the 5-0 Bruins against the 1-3 Carolina Hurricanes. Let's get it on here for revenge. First period, and it's 2-0 for the Hurricanes. Zegras and Stankoven against Hildeby, who's starting this one. Second period, 2-2 as Randy Ho and David Pasternak share power play goals to tie this game up. 2-2 as we're trying to keep our perfect record going. Third period now, all tied up and down to the final 15 minutes. Voronkov, former Bruin, of course, on the power play, and then Mason Marchment. So down 2. So 2 for them, 2 for us, 2 for them. Power play Hurricanes killed off. Final 7 minutes down by 2. No, we keep giving up penalties. Power play for us late. Not enough, and the Hurricanes will win the rematch 4-2 the final, outshooting us 32-27. Too bad. Voronkov, of course, a goal and an assist against his old team. Good old Dmitry. All right, our first loss of the year, of course, comes in the slow sim. Let's go see Jeremy Swayman and the Red Wings in a week's time. Of course, it was Voronkov. 3-2 shootout win against the Panthers. Now here we go into the month of November, hosting Jeremy Swayman and the Red Wings. Speaking of the Red Wings, another series that we're going to be wrapping up soon on the channel. They are 5-1-3. First period, 2-1 Red Wings. Boyums opens it up. Hildeby starts again. Pastrnak ties it on Ward, who's in. And Sillinger back up 2-1. Second period, 2-2. Charlie McAvoy ties it. Shots are 24-21 Detroit, but we're all tied up at 2, just like last time we went into a slow sim. A power play goal against ended up being the final nail in our coffin. Let's see, with 10 minutes to go, shots pretty even. And it's Lucas Raymond. Of course, it's going to be Lucas Raymond. If it was going to be anyone in Detroit, it was going to be Lucas Raymond. 3 minutes to go, and Raymond scores a second. And then an Ivar Stenberg empty netter. 5-2 loss. So we're 0-2 when going into the slow sim. Of course we are. Okay. Let's just sim, I don't know, a few more weeks. We got a lot to do between the season and the playoffs in this one. Guy Fontaine fractured left elbow. Tough. 4-1 loss on the road against the Maple Leafs. We're 6-3. Hosting the Senators, 5-1 win. Hosting the Oilers, who are 5-6, 5-4 shootout loss. Back-to-back games here on the road against the Devils, 6-3 win, and then host the Canadiens for a 5-1 loss. Another back-to-back right after that, the same Thursday, Friday the next week. On the road against the Flyers, 5-1 win. Hosting the Flames, 2-1 loss. Exact same as the week prior. Okay. 7-4 win against the Sabres. That's 16 games, 17, 18, 19. Game number 20 will be against the Predators. We'll pause after that one to get a quick peek at things. 5-3 loss against the Rangers. 6-4 loss against the Canucks. Back-to-back L's for the first time this year. 4-2 win against the Red Wings. We are 11-7-1, slipping a little bit here after starting the year 5-0. 11-7-1. First period, 1-1. Dorofeev on the power play for us. McBain for them. Why is Hildeby always starting when we go in to watch? Second period, 2-2. Rent-free. No, can't be. Osgood was starting last time, or a couple times ago. Rent-free for the Preds. Randy Ho for us, the two best goal scorers in the NHL, probably. Once again, third straight game of a 2-2 third period. Will we once again lose in the late stages? Powerplay Predators is killed off. Powerplay Preds again killed off once more. Final 10 minutes now. Shots 31-22. Powerplay Bruins killed off again. 5 minutes to go. Really pulling away in the shots now. 34-24. Final minute. Randy Ho in the final minute, and that's the winner. And the website where I get my games. Yeah, go for it, Matthew. Randy Ho scores the winner with a minute left. And the Bruins squeak out a 3-2 victory. Shots end 36-25 against the reigning Stanley Cup champions. 3-2 Bruins dub in game number 20. Ho with a couple goals there, passing a couple of assists. I know Hildeby's here. It was Ward in Carolina. No, who was on Carolina? I don't know. But we have the one and only Hildeby. 12-7-1 for the first 20 games of the season as we move to December 1st. Let's see how things are looking. That power play is power playing. 27 points from David Pastrnak. 17 goals and 27 points. This guy's crazy. 14 goals and 25 points from Randy Ho. Matty Beniers, 0 goals and 19 assists. When you're playing with the two highest goal scorers in the NHL on your left and your right, I guess that happens. 0 goals and 19 assists from a 92 overall who scored 24 goals last season. Mr. Playmaker, Matty Apples. What? McAvoy 14, Lundell and Evans with 13. Shout out Riker Evans. Dorofeev 11, Bradham 11. Not great. These guys are on like slightly above 40-point paces. Can't be that it's just our first line. Bradham, McGinley, Preston 10 points, -6. Miller 7 points, -2. Mumbert, Goldobin. Waters 1 goal, 6 points, -5. He was better in the preseason than through 20 games of the season. 5 points from Emelin, -3 with 24 penalty minutes. I don't know. Is it time to trade Valerie Emelin? The 12th overall pick in 2029 is just not working out. 80 at 22, and I don't like the penalty minutes that he takes. Hordichuk, Minton, Yannicki 4 points. Osgood 10-5-1 with a 900 save percentage. Hildeby 2-3 with an 898. I don't know. 3.41 goals against average as well. I am not convinced right now. I can't say that I am. That first line is doing all the work, all the heavy lifting. Do we try going back to a little bit of what we had last year, where Bradham will actually center the third line? Did Preston drop? Yeah. Preston back to an 83, Yannicki back to 79. He was 80. I guess they were held up by something in the preseason. I don't know what. So what if we try Dorofeev, Lundell, Waters, Emelin, Preston, Bradham, Emelin. We'll keep the fourth line like that. A mix in the middle six. Middle six change up. +2, +2, -2, +4. +1, +7 from Goldobin. Shout out. Keandre Miller not impressing me. If we were to move Keandre Miller, Chanel Mombert comes up to play second pair with Goldobin. Crevier comes into the lineup. I could see a trade where Miller and Emelin get traded. Not yet, but I could see that being something if things continue to not go super, super well. Defense, though. Maybe we make a change here. Let's try Miller on the top pair. And if it doesn't work, then we really know that we could trade him. But we'll try Miller, McAvoy, and Evans Aginla. Okay, let's do that. So a change for the middle six forwards and the top 4D. Here we go for game 21 on the year. I don't see the link there, Matthew. I don't think the chat allowed you to put it. First period against the Lightning, 1-1. Bradham opens it up, playing that third line role. Power play goal from Boldzuk. Question is, who is available to replace? Is the replacement even worth the move? Depends on who we're acquiring, I suppose. Second period, 1-1 it remains. Shots 23-14 in our favor. Power play Lightning, killed off. Let's go. Where's the scoring? Power play Bruins. I want to see, there you go. I want to see a goal not from the first line, and that's exactly what we get. Nathaniel Hordichuk making it 2-1, a fourth line goal. That's what we need to see. Hordichuk scores his second against former Providence Bruins goaltender Gidloff. 3-1 Bruins thanks to two third-period goals from Nathaniel Hordichuk on the fourth line. Bruins outshoot the Lightning 37-27 and win 3-1. 2 goals from Hordichuk, first star, 26 saves from Osgood, and a goal from Bradham. All right, the bottom six wins us that one. Nice win. Osgood, 900 save percentage, moves up to 903. That's nice. Oliwa, former Bruin. Let's go see this game against the Canucks. Good old Oliwa. Start the parade. Who's this guy? Newman. But Fontaine back over here. Tough. Everyone has potential at a certain point, right? JC Seal comes out, maybe. I don't know. Low top 4, medium top 6. Medium lead, we can't get enough time for anybody, really. Fiset and Fistrick both not looking good. Fistrick swapped for Garvin here. Garvin's medium elite. Let's try him getting a few games. Okay, here we go against the Canucks. Let me guess. AHL and NHL swap. Exactly. Providence 9, 8, and 3. Not the greatest numbers right now. We have lots of medium elite goalies. Yeah, we could trade one if we had to in a package. Dennis Hildeby getting another start here and yet another back-to-back game. Hildeby, if he wants to keep his job, I need to see a good I don't know. Not a good start. I need to see a solid effort. First period, 1-1 Bradham and Marco Kasper. Second period, 2-1 Bruins. Waters on the power play. Outshooting Vancouver 26-12 through 40 minutes. Cahier scores 2 on 13 now. Prey and Predator playing alongside one another. There's a seal on the team of Bruins. Randy Ho puts us up. He's going against a bad goose. Gustafson? 4-2. Randy Ho scores twice in the third. Even strength and power play. 36-17 the shots. We're getting bailed out. Third period hat trick in 10 minutes. 4 goals in the third from Randy! Oh my goodness. 4 goals in the third period from Randy Ho. What? That must be an NHL record. 4 goals in like 12 minutes. Are you kidding me? Shots end 39-19. We win 6-2. Wow, 4 goals from Randy. 2 assists from Miller on the top pair as well. That is the Bruins team we want to see. What a star, Randy Ho. All right, Osgood for this one against the Oilers. We'll sim through it. On the road for a 5-4 loss. All right. Let's keep on going. Let's just sim. Let's go see the Penguins, Bradham's old team. Let's go see them. Here we go. On the road against the Flames, 2-1 win. Hosting Vegas for a 5-4 shootout loss. On Long Island for a 3-2 win against the Islanders. In Montreal, 5-2 win. In Ottawa, 4-2 loss. Hosting the Hurricanes, 3-1 loss. 4-3 shootout win against the Avalanche. We are 18-10-2. 18-10-2. Getting close to the halfway point. First period, 3-0 Bruins. Emelin, McAvoy, and Waters. Emelin in trade talks. He's got to impress. Second period, 6-1. Waters, Bradham, Miller. Wow. Huberdeau won for the Penguins. This one ends 6-2 the final. Shots end 40-24. McAvoy in goal and 2 assists. Waters with 2 goals. Miller a goal and an assist. I think Waters is heating up a bit on this as a second liner. That's good to see. That's 31 games now. Yeah, let's keep on going into the month of January. On the road against the Senators, we just lost 4-2. This time we win 5-1. Hosting the Sabres, 4-1 loss. Next night in Detroit, 9-4 win. Don't mind if I do. 7-4 win against the Devils. 4-3 shootout loss. Lightning, 4-3 win against them. 37, so 38, 39, 40. Game 41 comes against the reigning Cup champs who are sub 500 right now. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck continuing on in our second to last season with the Bruins. 5-3 loss against the Caps, 7-2 win against the Canadiens, and a 2-1 win against the Flyers. We're already on a 50-win pace. Let's see what more we can do in Game 41 against the Preds. We're 18-23-2. First period, 1-1, Reed and Emelin shorthanded. That's very nice. Chase Reed, there he is, leading the division. Good to see. Second period, 2-1, Nathaniel Hordichuk. Love to see that from Nathaniel. 2-1 Bruins. Third period, power play Nashville. Sebastian Aho scores on Hildeby. 2-2 game into the final 10 minutes of the final 10 minutes of the first half of the season, I guess I should say. Excuse me. 5 minutes to go. Next one, the winner. Do we get a third line winner? I'm calling it for a third liner. No. Going to overtime. Shots 31-25 in our favor. 3-on-3 overtime. Final minute. Off to the shootout where the Bruins win with David Pastrnak getting the winner. 3-2 the final. Dobesh 33 saves. Hildeby 26 saves. And Emelin third star with a goal. All right, so through the first half of the season, we turned it around a little bit. 26-12-3, on pace to go 52-24-6, which would tie our most wins through our franchise mode with the Bruins so far. Bryson, welcome to streams and the stream, and thank you for joining us. So let's see. Osgood's numbers aren't anything crazy. Randy Ho's killing it. Let's look here. Looking in the entire NHL. The Bruins sit 6th in the NHL. All right, the Avalanche are 31-5-6. 3.73 goals for per game. We're 3rd in the NHL. 2.9 goals against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only 6th. We're 6th best with Osgood's numbers not even being that good. Wow. Power play of 23.2 is 2nd in the NHL. And 82.3 on the penalty kill is where we can definitely be better. I'm going on an airplane by myself for the first time. Been on an airplane before. Hopefully it goes well in about 8 weeks. Wow, yeah, I remember my first time. King Turby, welcome! The biggest Bruins fan there is. His Royal Highness, welcome to the stream. Everyone, all rise for the king. Bryson, yeah, I'm still not a big airplane guy. I remember the nerves my first time. But close your eyes, chew some gum, drink a ginger ale, and be done before you know it. I'm sure where you're going is going to be great. So Randy Ho has 28 goals and 51 points in 41 games. Look at this. In the second to last season, we want to try and win it for King Turby. We're doing season and playoffs tonight, then year 10 next week or whenever the next stream is. Let's do it for the King, who made this series happen even. David Pastrnak on pace for 98 points at 37 years of age. Matty Beniers on pace for 8 goals and 60 assists. Don't mind if I do. McAvoy's on pace for 66 points at the age of 36. Caleb Bradham's on pace for 64. I like that. Playing just 15-37 per night. Mathis Preston looking better, on pace for 52. He's on pace for 40 before. Craig Aginla, 24 points. Dorofeyev needs to be scoring more. On pace for only 14 goals. On pace for 14 goals and 44 points. He's a -6 who scored 59 last year. He has to be much better. I've had victory in my proceedings, so I should check back more frequently. Yes, you should. You absolutely should. So Dorofeyev needs to be doing more. That's the guy who needs to be doing more right now. Lundell as well, 21 points, -6. Lundell on pace for 42 points. He had 65 last year, 68 the year before that. We need more. Keandre Miller, 20 points and a +10, doing better in a first pair role. Waters, 19 points and a -19. So that Waters, Lundell, Dorofeyev line is not really working. Evans, 18 points. Emelin, 17 points +13. There you go. Now he's waking up. Minton, 14. Mombert, 13 points +10. Not getting much ice time, I understand. Yannicki, 11 points. Okay, Yannicki. Goldobin, 10 points +14. Hordichuk, 9 points and a +7. And for the goaltending, Osgood is 19, 9 and 2. 901 save percentage, 2.94 goals against average. What can you do to wake up Dorofeyev? I think we need a better playmaker on that line. He'll be 7, 4, and 1. I'm going to swap Bradham and Lundell. 909 save percentage and 2.63 goals against average. Looking in the entire NHL, Macklin Celebrini has 71 points in 43 games, on pace for like 140 points. A guy who has never scored more than 98 is on pace for 140. Huh? Allison, is he here? Who's with him? Who's with Celebrini? Is it Nachas? No. Park? Who's with him? Kevin Park? No. So, head and shoulders above everybody else is Macklin Celebrini. Most goals in the NHL, rent-free has 33. Randy Ho's not too far behind. Neither is Pasternak. Defenseman in the NHL. Cale Makar has 56 points. Rookie skaters, Vorobiev. Goalies, Ottinger, 25 wins right now. Osgood's up there. Wow. All right, so the one change, I think, yeah, we'll swap Lundell and Bradham as the middle 6 centers and see if that does something for Dorofeyev. Meanwhile, defense looks to be more solid than it was previously. I think that's the only change we're going to do. Yeah, let's keep on rolling. Oh, the penalty kill. The penalty kill. Where are we in the NHL? We are 23rd in the NHL in penalty kill. So, yeah. That's where we can be better. Okay, so Waters is going to go play second unit. Hold on a second. Gee, Minton's not bad. He can stay third unit. McAvoy, Mombert maybe has to change. Mombert. Yeah, let's go McAvoy. No. McAvoy on the right. Maybe Goldobin. 90 shot blocking. Yeah, Goldobin, McAvoy. Beniers. Do we try Lundell as a wing? All right, 5-star crazy first unit. Second, Bradham. Yes, Bradham, Emelin. Okay, we'll stick like that. Miller and Ginla. Third unit, Evans, Mombert, Minton, Waters. Yeah, let's try a little shake-up like that before we do anything bigger. 23rd, let's see if we can get better. All right, here we go against the Hurricanes to continue on to the second half of year number 9. First period, 2-2. Bradham on the second line and Pasternak before Voronkov and Joe King answer. Second period, 4-2 Bruins. Dorofeyev on the power play and Randy Ho on the power play. 4-2 Bruins. 5-2 as Brendan Waters adds another. Let's call it a night. 5-3 the final. Shots end 46-32. Randy Ho a goal and 2 assists. Bradham a goal and an assist. Again, 2 assists. And we kick off the second half with a dub. 5-3 against the Hurricanes. Pasternak has a sore shoulder. That's going to keep him out for a couple of weeks. Really. A sore shoulder. All right, here's a big chance for Dorofeyev to be that sniper, to fill in for the sniper role of Dorofeyev. Sorry, of Pasternak. Preston can move up. Hordichuk can move up. And Marchand can come in. Actually, no. Isaac Rosen will come in. Yeah, that's Mighty Joe's created player. Rosean, I trust you. How long is it for? Till February 1st? What day is it today? The 15th? Let's see how things go with Rosean filling in for Pasternak. Here we go against the Capitals, who are 29-11-3. 5-3 win against them. All right. Facing off against the 24-17-3 Jets. 3-2 shootout win. Let's keep it going till he comes back. Why not? Penalty kill from 23rd to 21st, getting slightly better. Okay, against the Ducks, 2-1 loss against them. Tight game. Looking for win number 30 against the 31-9-6 Avalanche, the best team in the NHL. They beat us 4-3. Utah, they're 15-28-2. Come on, show me a big dub. 5-3 loss. We lose against the best and then worst team in the NHL. 3-2 shootout win. Good. Last game without Pasternak against the 14-29-7 Kraken, who are 3-7 in their last 10. Come on now. Here we go. First period, 3-0. Rosean, Ho, and Dorofeyev. Second period, 5-0. Ho and Hordichuk. 7-0 the final, Preston and Emelin. See, this has to go in once in a while. 7-0. GM data shows up and everybody performs. 24 save shutout from Osgood. 3 assists from Beniers. 2 goals from Randy. 7-0 win. So we are now, and Craig Ginla, MCL sprain. Thankfully only out for a month. Alright, Ginla is out. Pasternak is back. Yeah, he's going to be back for next game. So, Rosean, how did you do, man? Rosean, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points, and a +3. Good. So, Pasternak comes back. Hordichuk down here. Preston over here. Over here. Waters up to an 83 overall now as well. That's good. Dorofeyev, last 10 games or so, not scoring, man. 9 goals, 25 points. He's not doing enough. Game logs. Scored last game. Last 10 games, 3 goals, 4 points in his last 10 games. It's not enough, man. Not for a guy like him. On defense, Mambert will move up, and Crevier will slot in. Just in the power play, though, we're just going to change it from Crevier. Waters L10? Oh, line 1, you mean? I don't know. That first line is too good to break up, I think. Oh, last 10. Sorry. Okay, you know what? We'll put Mambert. We'll put Mambert. Waters points in the last 10. Let's see. -12. How is that happening? Last 10 games, 3 points, -3 from Brendan Waters. Ugly, ugly numbers. Let's try a longer experiment with Dorofeyev, Bradham, and Waters now that Pasternak is back. That's really ugly. All right, we are 31-15-3. All-Star break to get healthy, then we'll face Seattle again. Yeah, All-Star break will get us healthy. And then we'll have Ginla back in like 3 or 4 weeks. Gavin, good evening, data and chat. Can't stay tonight, but let's go Bruins. Thanks for checking in, Gavin. Perplexing that his overall grows as his performance struggles. I'm not perplexed at all. Welcome to EA. 14-30-7 are the Kraken. We just beat them 7-0. First period 0-0. Second period 2-0. Outshooting them 25-11. Jiggles Taylor and Liam Greentree. 2-0. Hold on, there's Randy Ho making a 2-1 game. Come on, then Trigg. Who's this? 3-1 Kraken. Oh my goodness. We lose 4-1 against the worst team in the NHL. Gavin Osgood is not doing well this year. This is not Gavin Osgood's season. Let's go see Macklin, Celebrini, and the Sharks. Top the division, but I'm not satisfied. This deep into a franchise mode, I'm not satisfied. 1-1 after 20, Misa and Yannicki. Second period, 2-1, Otterize. Then Siegenthaler, 3-1 Sharks. The slow sim has not been good for us. Highest penalty minutes on our roster is probably Emelin. As we lose 3-1. Outshooting them 39-33. No one can finish. Dorofeyev, man, you are really, really hurting us. We need Dorofeyev to be scoring goals. Randy, hold me closer. 38 goals in 51 games. Most penalty minutes is, yeah, Emlyn with 49. Dorofeyev, 25 points in 51 games, -7. Waters is a -15. Is it just the mix? Waters can't be on that second line, maybe? Is it that mix of player? And Osgood, man, 900 save percentage. Bradham's doing really well. Yeah, last chance for Dorofeyev is I'm going to give you someone who's more of a playmaker. Maybe Preston play on that second line. Yeah. Emlyn and possibly Dorofeyev need a change of scenery, says Sheriff. I could see that. Okay, we're going to try Waters. Emlyn, Lundell, Waters, Dorofeyev, Bradham, Preston. If Preston can't get Dorofeyev going, then that's it. Dorofeyev has been a Bruin for a few years now. 1, 2, 3. He's in his 5th year in Boston. Come on. Only 2 point per game players isn't overly ideal either. Yeah. Great contract. Very tradable. Stanley Cup champion. I wouldn't want to move him. Plus minus is here. One of them being a 37-year-old. Yeah, also true. Could have had 2 games, -2. All right, here we go against the Kings. Sheriff's Kings against Boris Zhamnov, who we had to trade away, was a .923 save percentage. 35, 14, and 3 are the Kings. I think Sheriff said he's dropping 250 gifted subs if we shut out the Kings. Let's see. First period, 1-0, David Pastrnak. Second period, oh, there it goes. 5-1, but there goes the shutout. Hordachuk, Ho, Beniers, and Yannicki give us 5 goals, but Velarde scores 1. 37-13, the shots through 40. Almost triple the shots, 5-1. This game ends 5-3 the final as the Kings score twice in the third, but we outshoot them 46-26 and win 5-3. Pastrnak a goal and 2 assists, Beniers a goal and an assist, and we beat a very good Kings team 5-3. All right. Now the Ducks were 28, 20, 21, and 4. Hildeby will start this one. And that is... Okay, no problem. That is a 4-3 shootout loss. What's up in Providence? 26, 14, and 4. Garvin's been great. Wow. Of course, the 61 overall. Let's go see Dorofeyev against his old team, the Golden Knights. First period, 3-1. Eichel opens it up, but then Crevier, Pastrnak, and Ho make it 3-1. Second period, no scoring. Shots 22-21 for Vegas, but we lead by 2 in the third. One more to put it to bed. Power play Boston. Nope. Can't put it to bed just yet. 10 minutes to go. Vegas hanging on, getting a lot of shots on net, but Osgood finally doing what we know he's capable of doing. And this one ends 4-1 the final as McAvoy adds another. Osgood 30 saves, Crevier and Pastrnak a goal and an assist apiece. All right, and Matty Beniers' upper body injury. Out for a few days. Not very long at all. Everybody slots up one. Bradham, Lundell, Minton, and Pascal Marchand, I think, can take face-offs, 73 face-offs. Yeah, there you go. He's not going to be gone for long. Like, literally 1 game. Alrighty. Penalty kill still has dropped even further, 81.6. Oh my goodness. Here we go against Brandon Bussey. And the Blue Jackets. 7-2 win against them. Poof. Where is Beniers? Today's the 18th. Oh, he's back to 19th. Excuse me. One more game without him against the Kings. And that is a 2-1 win. All right, very nice. So there's win number 35 here as the trade deadline approaches. Let's fix lines in the NHL and AHL. JC Seal. Trey Patton goes there. How's defense looking? Parker Weeman, 38 points plus 11. Nice. And Garvin's been incredible. Good. And in the NHL, Pascal Marchand, how did you do? 2 games, -2. Wonderful. Everyone slots back to how they were. As the deadline approaches, Dorofeyev, how are you looking? At 10 goals now. 10 goals and 28 points from Pavel Dorofeyev. So like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Goal and 2 assists, 0. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points his last 10 games. No. And then the second we trade him, he goes back to being a 60-point player. But I'm not convinced by Dorofeyev. He's going to need a big last couple games before the deadline here. I wouldn't mind like a scoring 2-way guy, like a Mark Stone, you know? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see the next 5 games and see what happens there. That said, I know you love his contract and he's been a member for 5 years, but this is a business and we need to win. Yeah, absolutely. 4-1 loss against the Hawks. 4-0 shutout win against Utah. Yeah, I agree, Hobbsy. On the road against the Hawks again. 2-1 win this time, and then a 4-2 win against the Wild. Before finally a 7-6 overtime win against the Jets. Wow. Last 2 games before the deadline. Iginla is back and fully healthy. Very good. We are 39, 18, and 4. 79 points from Randy Ho. 1 goal shy of 50. Pasternak's at 60 points. Beniers 52 and 59. McAvoy, Bradham. Preston's been doing well. Dorofeyev just 1 goal in the last few games there too. It's not horrible, but it's not good enough. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Waters plus minus is getting a little bit better. Yeah, and goaltending. Osgood's getting a little bit better as well. Let's put Craig Ginlam back in the lineup. Crevier played what, 12 games there? 6'8", Louis Crevier. He had 2 goals, 3 points, and a +3. Very nice. In 12 games. So Mombert, let's see the last 10 games. And we're missing 2 games, but let's see the last 10 games from Mombert, playing in the increased role, second pair plus second unit power play. 5 points and a +5 last 10 games. Very good. Good from Chanel. And again, we'll go back here. All right, last chance for Dorofeyev, as we'll be making a move after this game against the Canadiens. I need to see a Dorofeyev hat trick. Here we go. First period, 1-1, Randy Ho. There's goal number 50 from Randy Ho. Another 50-goal season. Leo Carlson on the power play. Second period, 2-1. Brandon Waters, his 19th of the year, I believe. Up 2-1 in the third period. Can we hang on and see a Dorofeyev goal? Nope. Pavel Zacha, former Bruin Pavel Zacha, tying this game on Hildeby, 2-2. Shots 30-24. Power play Canadiens killed off. We need a better penalty kill. There's Craig Ginland, his first game back. And Randy Ho on the power play number 51. This one ends 4-2 the final. Shots end 36-27. Ho 2 goals and an assist. Waters a goal and an assist. Ginland with the goal. Anything from Dorofeyev? Zeros. Zeros, zeros, zeros. All right. Time to consider a move. First, we'll start with the trade finder just for fun. And we'll look at trade blocks. Who would be interested in Pavel Dorofeyev? No trades found. Okay. So trade block it is. Who might make sense? Yeah, we're right up against the cap. So it can't be much more than $6 million. And we could look in the player search as well. But we'll start with the trade blocks. And we'll see where he's even tradable to. All right, Mackie Samoskevich is interesting. Oops, sorry by overall. Mackie, even Beckett Seneca, but he doesn't seem to sim super well. Timo Meyer, 25 goals, good shooting, bottom 6 potential. He'll drop like a rock. Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina, Joe King. Whoa, Joe King on the block. Do we look to acquire Joe King for Chanel Mombert? Mombert hasn't been bad. But Mighty Joe, I'm sure, would want to see his created player for just one more year. Oh, man. That could be something, huh? That could be something. Jackson Blake would also be open to coming here. a playmaker. Second line playmaker Jackson Blake could be of interest to me as well. Dorofeyev, and we send you back Keandre Miller type of thing. King and Blake, just for fun, let's see. King and Blake, they're sellers, but they're 30, 21, and 9. King and Blake. Does Dorofeyev want to go? No, he doesn't want to go, so it probably won't work. And Miller neither. Okay, so that won't work. Not for Blake. It won't be. We don't have enough value for a big package, but could we get Joe King in a deal where Chanel Mombert goes the other way? 86-26. 2 more years after this one at 7.55. Joe King would cost more, and you know what? It might just be a rental. That's the problem. That's the only issue with Joe King. You know what? Okay, here's my compromise. We don't trade for Joe King, and at the draft we trade for Joe King's rights. That's what we do. We keep Chanel Mombert, let the season end off, then we can make a decision and see Joe King's rights. And worst case, he's too expensive. We have to let him walk to free agency. But we'll wait for the draft to make Joe King. All right, hold me accountable. We'll do Joe King at the draft. All right. Chicago, Colorado, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, probably not. Edmonton, Florida, no. LA, Minnesota, Montreal. Lane Hudson, 90 overall Lane Hudson on the trade block with 48 points and negative 10 in 63 games. That's why. But if Joe King would help us now, wouldn't that make more sense? It's because if we can't just trade Mombert. We have to trade Mombert plus because we have to free up money. It becomes a larger deal. And neither Dorofeyev nor Miller want to go to Carolina. Unless we free up that money in a separate deal, then we come back to Joe King. We'll put Joe King on the back burner. After we trade Dorofeyev and we see what the money situation is, we could think about it. But Mombert straight up wouldn't be able to make it happen because of the cap. Lane Hudson, 1 more year of Sam Reinhart. Ooh, 14 goals, 54 points in 63 games from Sam Reinhart. Would be open to coming here, but we don't have the cap space. Could we flip Miller elsewhere and use those assets for King? Yeah, was there a guy in Florida who wasn't getting played, or was that in the Wings series? Oh, yes! Wasn't there a guy in Florida who wasn't getting played? Wait, hold on, let me see. No, I think that was the Wings series. I think that was the Wings series. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. It was the Wings series. Yeah, you're right. Montreal Canadiens, wow. So, I don't think we can afford Reinhardt necessarily. But yeah, you know, you're not wrong. Flipping Miller. But Keandre Miller hasn't been bad. He's turned it around a little bit. And he signed on. Joe King, who knows what he's going to want as a contract. That's the only thing that's scaring me a little bit. Keandre Miller, he's now 34 though, 26 points and a plus 15, 6'5", only 75 shot blocking though. I don't know. And then if we bring in Joe King, we have to trade either Miller or Mombert next year probably. We need Weeman to be in the NHL lineup. That's a tough one. Oh, excuse me. Nikita Kucherov, 40-year-old Nikita Kucherov, with 22 points in 25 games. That's crazy. He's been injured. Nikita Kucherov, try to win him another cup. 3 cups for him. I mean, Kucherov, they're conservative buyers. No, they wouldn't move him. Siplikov. That could be interesting. Maxim Siplikov. 35, though. Rangers, Senators. Forster. Jamie Drysdale doesn't want to come here, though. Edvinson, Tomala. Who's this guy? Antila. Topi Antila. 5th overall pick in 2027. 2-way forward. But 33 points, negative 15 in 61 games. 50-point guy. Doesn't look like a very good simulation player. Similar to Waters, maybe. I don't know about picking that guy up. I don't know. Anton Frondel. 14 lurkers, only 8 likes. We need to bump up those numbers, says King Turby. Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness. I'm with you. Anton Frondel, two-way forward with 5-star puck skills. That could be interesting. On a very bad Kraken team. He's never been able to really spread his wings and fly. Negative 32 this year. Could Anton Frondel spread his wings and fly in Boston? That might be the move. Frondel in a Dorofeyev package. That might be the move. We could add a rookie. One of those elite goalies. Data 72 Hall of Famer Berkeley Catton also out here. Anton Frondel might be the move. And he's big, right? Yeah, 6'1", 207 pounds. Boldzuk, I don't know if he fits the bill quite enough. Woo! You what? Quinn Hughes and Logan Cooley, both on the block in Utah. Even Ridley Gregg, former Bruin Ridley Gregg. We're looking for anything, really, I'd say. Logan Cooley. Wow. Playmaking centerman. If we were to be... and from Boston, is he not? If we were to do a trade like that, that would be like... I'd be willing to move out even Anton Lundell, maybe. Quinn Hughes is not movable. Hold on, we'll come back to Utah in a sec. Line A. Sergachev is interesting. Sandin, Zubois. All right. So Frondel, let's see. If we did Logan Cooley, does Dorofeyev want to go to Utah? No, he does not. Anton Lundell would go the other way. Lundell and what? Do you want Chanel Mombert? Lundell and Mombert. Cooley becomes second-line center. A 90 overall second-line center. I don't know. Is he too good for second-line center? Are we going to be able to afford re-signing him? They have Jolly St. Nicholas here. In Utah. I don't know. We have to trade somebody. Oops. A second round pick and then a contract. They would probably do this. Cooley and a second for Lundell and Mombert. Do we want to trade Anton Lundell though? And hold on, does Dorofeyev want to go to Seattle? No, they have no defense. They need defense. Tradable to... He is tradable to Seattle. Dorofeyev is tradable to Seattle. Maybe we do the Seattle move first. Frondel for Dorofeyev and who? If we need to free up the money. They want Keandre Miller, and Miller's willing to go to Seattle. They have like no defense here, eh? Miller becomes their number one guy. Yeah, they'd love that. They need to send a contract back. Who else do they want to trade? I mean, they want to trade Berkeley Catton. Catton or Greentree. Data 72 Hall of Famer Berkeley Catton. I don't know if I like those those attributes, though. Hey, Lou, welcome to the stream. One of our newest Discord members. Welcome in, buddy. We're at the trade deadline here of year number 9. Or we just take a contract. Zub's making $8.5 million. We can't do that. We could just take Declan Chisholm as a contract and make them add a pick or something. Greentree stats. But 2 years left on his contract. 18 points, -8, playing 10 minutes per night. Power forward, though. If we got him, I might not play, but you know what? Maybe we do green tree. Green tree and a pick. I think this is the move for Dorofeyev. If we go and get Cooley, that's a separate move. But I think this is the move. San Jose's a good team. We take their second. Dorofeyev and Miller for Frondel, Green Tree, and a San Jose second. Do we have a green light on this one, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, he fits the big bad Bruin, I think. The money is tight, but we still stay under. Moving out 13.5 and bringing back like 13.005. Take back more, you think? They're sellers. I don't think they want to move too much more than that. You want 23? Excuse me. You want a little 2035 7th? What don't we have? Are we missing... we have a lot of picks. How about I give them a 6th and a 7th? I'll give them a 6th and a 7th. And I'll take back a 4th. So now they'll have a 1st, a 2nd, a 6th, and 2 7ths. Or would you random... Yeah, maybe a random prospect instead. Like a Yaniki. I'll show you the lineup right after this, Lou. Random prospect. Maxwell? Rohan Maxwell? Not doing well. 14 points in 61 games. We would take him and put him in the AHL. 6'5", fits the Bruins mold. All right. Rohan Maxwell instead. Riders of Rohan. Take out these 2 picks. I think this is a fair deal. I'm not going to ask for a pick on top of this. Dorofeyev and Miller to Seattle for Frondel, Greentree, and Rohan Maxwell. A fringe prospect who's not doing super well in the NHL. We'll put him to the AHL. What do you say, Seattle? They'll accept it, so let's put it through. Trade accepted. Happy to accept this proposal. Thank you, Seattle. That's a big one. You have to put him on waivers. Is he waiver eligible? I don't think so. Is he? Could he be? Worst case, keep him in a healthy scratch. But I would think he's not waiver eligible. Could it be? Oh, yeah, he is. Well, no problem. We'll keep him in the NHL then. We could put... I would put Rosen down on waivers then. To keep the spot. If we need to free the spot. We have 22... Yeah, so Rosen will get sent down. And he doesn't get claimed. Great. I bet Maxwell would pass, but I'm not going to risk it. So now, the lines with Frondel. Hey, Cider, welcome to the stream. One of our channel members checking in. Anton Frondel goes here. No, I like that pickup. And we still have to send someone down, do we not? We have a lot of fourth line guys. Does Iniki go down? He's not waiver eligible. I think we have to send down Yaniki purely because of who's out here. We need to make room. Yaniki did well. We'll see him again next year. He did well. Let him get some more first-line AHL minutes. No, you're kidding, Cider. What do you have to do now? What's the recovery like? I'm so sorry. Wow. Frondel goes there, and Greentree will come here. Defense. We're not done yet, though. That's why we're not done yet. I didn't really want to trade Miller, but it made sense. Bear here. And Krivy here. Actually, we could call up Yaniki. Or even Roseyan. Yeah, let's call back up Roseyan. We have space. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Drafted a guy with my last name Ho as well. Nice center in my franchise. Yeah, Randy Ho's been an absolute unit. Would we want a defenseman? Potentially. All right, let's do best lines here in the AHL. Results in 2 minutes? Gotcha. Well, let us know. Who's got to play? Nylander and Newman? Have all these guys been playing? Seal, that's who it is. Nylander. You always want to go after Lindstein, eh? What's your thing with Lindstein, man? I don't hate it, it makes me laugh. Good old Lindstein. Wesley Jenkins. Yeah, and Garvin will go here. Garvin's been great. All right. And in the NHL, yeah, so Anton Frundell, welcome to Boston. 3rd overall pick in 2025. I don't think he spent any time, no time spent with Chicago. His whole career was in Seattle. 284 points in 647 games. Tough career. 11 points in 82 games in 2027-28. Wow, so he kind of got ruined by the Kraken. But we're going to try to save him and give him some top 6 minutes. We're going to try and save Anton Frundell. We'll fix the lines in a moment because we're still looking at trade possibilities. Would we want to continue down the road of Logan Cooley in Utah or even Joe King in Carolina? Are we content with our decor and Crevier coming in as a full-timer? Or do we want to go and trade for Joe King right now? If we do, I don't know where the money comes from, if not from Chanel Mombert. And even then, we're still over the cap. Out until August 10th, I might get surgery. If I don't get surgery, it'll be July 24th. Okay, there's been worse, but still not fun. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Robertson rejected them for that same reason, didn't want to be ruined. That's exactly what it was, eh, Lou? Ronnie, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for checking in as we continue on at the trade deadline of year 9 here for the Bruins, Big Bad Bruins franchise mode. Actually, look at all skaters by salary cap. I don't know who there'd be to trade out. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Green Tree had $3 million, who we just acquired. Maybe we need to send him back. Flip him to Carolina. Would have been nice to keep Green Tree. Or we dump Rosayan. But is he on? What kind of deal is he on? And where is he? Where is Rosayan? 850. Yeah, does that do anything? No. Actually it does. Then I have too many skaters, though. Take back Alberts. Okay, so it could work like that. It's crazy tight. But it could work if we swap Rosayan, who's been a trooper for us. Okay. And then now what else do we give? Are we okay with swapping Chanel Mombert, by the way? A lifer in Boston, 211 points, plus 66. The channel member created player, Chanel Mombert. Stanley Cup champion, 2 more years at $7.55 million. For Joe King, Mighty Joe's created player. 2-way D, very well-rounded. Same height, if not an inch taller, 5'9". 356 points in his career, all with Carolina. No cups. Are we okay with this plus a draft pick? We get King and see what he wants, and if the ask is too high, we flip him. I would like to keep Emelin, yes. I wouldn't say it has to be, like we need to. But looking at the forwards, we think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The top 6 of the future is Preston, Waters, and Emelin. I don't see Marchand, Hordichuk, or Minton becoming a long-term third liner. That's it. We don't have anyone else for a third line role who's as much of a guarantee-ish as Emelin, unless it's a trade. So I would say I'm bent on keeping him for now. Should I get surgery at 16? I'm not a doctor, hard to say. I'd say you want to fix that before it becomes a bigger problem. But I really can't give you medical advice, my friend. I'm sorry to say. We could flip Add a third, maybe? Give her the Viking ship. Mombert, Rosean, and a third? No. Could up it to a Dallas second? No, we'll do our second. Dr. Data. With a second. Alright, where you need to be. How much more do we add to this, right? I don't want to go too crazy. I mean, we could add one of those medium league goalies. I forgot about that. We could have sent that to Seattle. Fistrick. Didn't look good in the 2 appearances that he had. But Garvin and Blomstrand are the guys down there in the AHL. So I will, yeah, let's put Fistrick in there. I'll take back one of your random goalies. Fukufuji. Sure. I'll take back Fukufuji. Braden Fukufuji, undrafted. Hey, nice career, nice numbers, man. So we'll give you the medium elite Fistrick with Rosean and Mombert. Alright, what do you say to this? You want a little bit more? I can do a little bit more. Am I late on Greer signing? Yeah, we said in the Discord server, but yeah, that's a crazy contract. You're quite far off. Okay, make it a 5th. Now you're dancing in the streets. Aren't where you need to be. How comfortable are we with adding this value here, ladies and gentlemen? Are we okay with Mombert, medium league goalie, and a 4th for not even a guarantee in Joe King? If we could keep him, does he become a top 4 defenseman for us long term? 1-2, King and Evans? Probably. And then Weeman next year. So 1-2, King and Evans, Goldobin and Weeman. Yeah, I could see it. With a 4th, you're still quite off in value, they say. I don't know why. Because they don't want Mombert, but it's an upgrade. Alright, Boston 3rd. Aren't where you need to be. Let's get Mighty Joe. Everyone wants Mighty Joe, huh? Alright, Boston 3rd and Pittsburgh 5th. Alright, come on, Carolina. Thank you very much. Done deal. Joe King, welcome to Boston. Joe King is shipping up to Boston. Let's do it. Alright, Alberts, you're going to go down, sorry to tell you. Let's go. Now, what other moves do we have to do here? Goalies? Ah, Fukufuji. There you go. Alright, so now, forwards will look like that. Defense will look like Joe King on the right. Yeah, we'll try him on the right. We'll start on the right. And we'll ask him to fit. We'll have him try to fit the coach's mold or whatever. Welcome to the club, Joe. We'll try Joe King second pair. Lucky or so long you'll recover better. Oh my goodness. Thanks for adding your thoughts there, Lou. And then in the AHL, he's been a pest against us in the playoffs from what I saw, and now he's on our side. Yes. So if you say Garvin, yeah, that works. Fukufuji and Alberts are just randos. Do we have a 7th D? Yes, Crevier. Oh wait, no. Because now we made that... Okay, we swapped. Yes. So we don't have a 7th D. Unless we were to call up... No, we would need a 7th D. Could I swap Alberts and Fukufuji to a team for a 7th D? Fukufuji. Hey, Real Divinity, welcome to the stream, buddy. Alberts. Anyone I can throw in here? No, probably just Alberts. Anyone who has a 7th D they could dump? I mean, Nystrom's here. More than 50 players and too much money. Who wants both of these guys? Who's not making like any money? Blasig? Who's this guy? Brady Blasig, 6'4", 2-star skating. No. Montreal. One of our Kyle Wood channel members, Real Divinity. Dykus, no. Let's see, Pittsburgh. Yeah, there's got to be someone here in Pittsburgh. Adam Yurchek, you want to move him? Yeah, come on. Adam Yurchek. Pittsburgh would have too many goalies. All right, Alberts. And they're over the salary cap. Can you retain? You can't retain. Because they're already holding on to 2? Is that what it is? Could I trade another AHLer? Now you have more than 50 players. Oh my goodness. No, let's try somebody else. Okay, let's see here. Trig 76, no. Vegas, let's see. Okay, here's some guys in Vegas. Heimo Salmi. Come on. Playing the AHL, yes. Heimo Salmi, they would do that. For Albert straight up, there you go. Thank you very much. Alberts for Heimo Salmi. Whew. All right, so there's our 7th D. We're over the salary cap, though. So we do have to send down someone. I'm going to risk Maxwell, and worst case, we trade back for him. Maxwell goes to Seattle. I'm going to trade back for him. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Okay, so who else would we send down then? I don't want to send down Emelin. Who would I... we should have sent down Heimo Salmi. What am I doing? And then if we need him, we call him up. That's okay. Seattle can get some value for us trading back. Makes me feel better about the Frondell trade. So give me back what's his name. I'll give you a pick. That's okay. No problem. Couple fourths. Picks don't matter as much in this franchise mode anyways. Couple fourths. Couple fourths and a 7th, actually. Couple fourths. Actually, no, you know what? This should have never happened. So I'm trading you picks in the future where we're not going to even be playing anymore because we're ending after 10 years. I shouldn't have put him on waivers in the first place. I should just put Heimo Salmi on waivers. Okay. A 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th in 2039. There you go. Okay, we're back to normal. Someone's going to jump in for your 10 years. Yep. Okay, I think we're finally ready. So Hobaniers, Pasternak, Frondell, Bradham, Preston, Emlyn, Lundell, Waters, Greentree, Minton, Hordichuk. On defense, Evans, McAvoy, King, Iginla, Goldobin, Crevier. And Osgood Hildeby. Marchand, Maxwell, and Heimo Salmi as the scratches. We're ready. Last thing is to just ask them to adapt to the coach a little bit if possible. Scheme fit, convincing, yes. Fit line 2, please. I should probably make sure the special teams are good too. Sorry to be taking up so much time, but I think this is going to be really helping us and our playoff postseason efforts. Always love getting Crevier. Joe King, convincing. No, disgusted. Just got here, man. All right. So Frondell, the line, still a +1. Frondell, I said fit line 2, man. Why isn't it? What? Did that glitch? I have to advance a day? What is that? Frondell. But it said that he fit. I said line 2. What? We got scammed. So on the power play, Frondell will play there. And on the 4-man, let's put Joe King quarterbacking the 4-man. As McAvoy can go here. And Bradham Waters. I don't know. Oh, what's this? Trade breakers. What's this in the Discord server? No, Jeremy Lauzon getting signed. 6 years at $4 million for Jeremy Lauzon. Félicitations. Preston can go there. Alright. Can we finally move on? Done. Alright, here we go against the Islanders. First game with King and Frondell and Greentree. 3 new Bruins joining the team in the Stanley Cup push. You prefer to fit a more prominent role. But did he not say yes? Well, let me go back in the thing here too. I'm here to... I believe I can help more by sharing more than ask me. Okay, so he said yes, I'll adapt. But he said no, I won't be a line 2 guy. Is it because his role is first line? I didn't think about that. Oh, okay. Okay, so it wasn't a glitch. First period, 2-0 Bruins. Randy Ho and Mathis Preston. Second period, 4-2. Randy Ho scores 2 more, completing the hat trick. 2 mo for Randy Ho. Siplikov scores twice, and this one ends 8-2 the final. Frondell scores his first as a Bruin. Preston is second of the game. Beniers, Bradham, 8-2 Bruins the final. Randy Ho the hat trick. Preston 2 goals, 2 assists. Beniers a goal and 2 assists. What a win, 8-2. My goodness. All right. So is Frondell listed as a first line forward? Is that why? That's why. All right, learned our lesson. Already fits the first line, but anyways. Okay. Ho is always a go, go, go. We'll advance. Trade deadline, no thank you. Continue simming. Let's see what else happens around the league. Of course, no trades happening except for this. What sport is this? Football? No, it's actually rugby. Close. Let's go to player pick and trading. Let's see what other trades happen around the NHL. So we did our trades. Then what? Topi until that high top 6 forward going to from the Penguins to the Jets for Samberg and 2/3. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Shea Theodore to Toronto. Shai Boehm to Edmonton. Berkeley Catton to Florida. Edvinson to St. Louis. Larkin to Edmonton. Wow. Callum Ritchie to Washington. Oliwa to Washington, former Bruin. Nate Danielson to Calgary. Beckett Seneca to Vegas. Vincent Denis Pepin to Tampa Bay. Welcome, though, NBA Ball Knowledge. Glad you could join us as we continue on in our franchise mode with the Bruins. This is our 9th season, and we're trying to... Well, we will be completing the entirety of the year, plus the playoffs in this episode, before next episode is the 10th and final season. Here we go against the Lightning, who are 23-30-7. Come on. First period, 2-1, Bruins. Yarventi opens it up, and then Waters scores twice. Second period, 4-2, Lundell and Beniers. Yarventi another one. And this ends 6-3 the final. Preston and McAvoy. There you go. Waters 2 goals and assist. Beniers a goal and assist. McAvoy a goal and assist. 2-0 since making those moves at the deadline. Waters is heating up very nicely, yes. What would a first line of Frondell, Beniers, and Ho look like? Interesting, I'm sure. Maybe next year. But right now, with David Pastrnak there, I don't think we can touch anything. By the way, if Frondell is to stay, I didn't even think about that. We got to think about extensions. I'm glad. If Frondell were to stick around, he wants nothing too crazy. We have $27 million in cap space. You know what? Maybe we do it. Frondell only wants 1 year, $11 million. A prove it to me contract, I guess. I guess he wants to test out if he's really going to enjoy Boston or not. It makes sense. Yeah, we should sign him right now. Or do we wait and hope for something longer term? But if it's longer term, he might want... Do we sign him now for 1 year, $10 million? Or wait until he wants 8 years, $14 million? Right? Probably 1 year at 9.75 we could do. Joe King wants what? 13.85. Really wants the 4 years, eh? 4 years of Joe King. How low can we go? With the no move. It doesn't help us that much, actually. The no move doesn't help us that much. I'm going to say probably no clause. I'd rather not put a clause. If we keep Joe King... 4 years, 11.5 on Joe King. Are we okay with that? Worst case, we trade him. Yeah, I think that's great. Worst case, we trade him. That's not a bad deal. For an expiring UFA, we don't want to wait too long. Crevier, 1 year, 1 point... Yeah, of course, stay as 7th D. 1 year, 1.5. Yes. When I play this, I'm rapid. If I have a guy who's over the age of 30, he's gone. I love it. Hordichuk to stay as an RFA. 1 year at 2.5 to stay as an RFA for Hordichuk. That's okay with me. And Pastrnak will wait because his ask will come down. Organizational interest is so low. What? Frondell, though. Do we wait until he wants 8x13? Or do we sign him now for 1 year at 9.9? Let's let King and Crevier and all that. Let's let those guys extend. Let's advance a few days here. Oh, we don't want to play the next game. Sorry. Who are you, Leonardo DiCaprio? Modified no trade clause doesn't seem to move the needle for him. Let's advance here against Islanders. 7-5 win, staying undefeated in the Mighty Joe era. Joe King accepts the offer enthusiastically, as does Crevier and Hordichuk. As do Crevier and Hordichuk. Alright, so now... I mean, we could wait on Frondell. We have quite a bit of money in the extension dollars. We have 14.7. I mean, if he wants 13 million, we can't keep Pastrnak. You know what? I'm going to try to go all in on the 1 year, I think, then. We'll give him the no-move clause. And bring him down to what? 1 year at 9.5 on Frondell. Yeah. 1 year at 9.5 on Frondell. And that'll leave us with some money to try and re-sign Pastrnak. We probably still have to make some sort of trade. But then we know if we want Frondell, and then if we do, then we'll give him his big 8-year whatever extension. Okay? So here against the Maple Leafs, undefeated since making our trades. Let's keep it rolling here at 43 wins. It's going to be a great end of the year here, last 20 games. Let's keep it rolling. First period, 1-0 Maple Leafs, Koltaspikov. Second period, 1-1 Caleb Bradham. Let's go. Third period now, third and final period. Power play Bruins is killed off here. Original 6 matchup against the Maple Leafs. Power play Toronto killed off. Final 10 minutes out shooting Toronto 32-25 into the final 5 minutes now. Can we keep the streak alive? 2 minutes to go. Will we see overtime? Yes. 3-on-3 action starting now. Shots 36-27 in our favor through regulation. 3-on-3 solves nothing. Shootout and the Maple Leafs win. Nylander wins it. Not a regulation loss, but the win streak comes to an end. Have you been following the channel, NBA Ball Knowledge? If you're a big franchise guy, we do all kinds of franchise mode here on the channel. Who do we trade with? Seattle and... who else do we trade with? Carolina. So no one's go see, really. Let's just simulate. Let's sim. And Frondell accepts. All right, there's that 1 year offer. So we'll see what happens with Pastrnak in the offseason. All right, hosting the Devils, 2-1 overtime loss. So we're 3-0-2 since making those changes. 3-1-2 as we lose 3-2 against the Blue Jackets. In Columbus now for a 3-2 win. 2-1 loss. Hey, all these 1-goal losses. On the road against the Lightning, 5-1 loss. Sheesh. On the road against the Capitals, 5-2 win. NHL 06, NHL 05 was my first. 7-2 win. There you go. Let's get back in the win column here. We've clinched the postseason. 5-4 loss against the Senators. Hosting the Penguins for a 6-1 win. 3 wins away from 50 with 8 games to go, or 7 games to go. Back-to-back against the Rangers. Welcome back, Sider. Let's go see, we'll go see the last 2 games of the year. All right, 5 more games. Can we hit 50? 4-1 win against the Blues. On the road against the Penguins for a 3-2 win. Home and home against the Rangers, starting with a 5-1 win, and then at MSG for a 4-3 overtime loss. We hit win number 50, though, against the Rangers. 3 games left, 3-2 win. We were on pace for 52. We've clinched the division. Now, here we go. And listen, by the time you play the first NHL game, day ahead. I wasn't born in 05, at least that, but no, just my first NHL game was 05. Here we go against the Sabres. The last 2 games of the year against the 48, 27, and 4 Sabres. First period, 1-0 Liam Greentree. Second period, 5-0 Iginla, Bradham, Minton, Hordichuk. Call it a night, 5-1 the final. Tippett breaks the shutout, but we win 5-1. Joe King with 4 assists. Hildaby 30 saves, and Minton a goal and 2 assists. Wow, those trades really worked out here. As we now come to the season finale against the 43, 25, and 11 Toronto Maple Leafs. Joe King is Boston. Here we go to wrap up the season, and let's get ready for the playoffs. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-1. Iginla for us. Aturatu, Day 72 Hall of Famer, or Hall of Fame nominee, ties it. Then Waters puts us back up 2-1. Third period, power play for the Maple Leafs is killed off. I can't wait to see the final numbers on Waters in his sophomore year. Power play Maple Leafs again killed off once more. A third time now, killed off thrice. 5-on-3, 5-on-4. Oh my goodness. Final 2 minutes, we're hanging on. Randy Ho adds another. Hojo, Hojo, Hojo. Yes, sir! Big penalty kills. Shots end 32-28, but we win 3-1. When we at the 05 Dynasty mode, coming soon. Won't play more this season, 115. Wow. Well, hats off to you for a great season, Cider. Now your job is now to recover well. That is your full-time job now. Way too many penalties. Bradham fighting, Frondell double minor, huge win, 3-1 the final. Huge penalty kills, 31 saves from Osgood, goal and assist from Iginla, a goal from Waters. Officially ending the season with our winningest record yet through 9 years. 53, our previous high was 52, so 53, 22, and 7, our winningest season in Boston so far. A 4th consecutive postseason berth, a 3rd consecutive division title, back-to-back Eastern Conference titles, but will it be a President's Trophy? Get those Pony Killers a cold one. Yeah, they worked hard. Still a few games to go. Will it be a conference or a league title with just 53 wins, I wonder? It is a conference... No, yes, it is a conference title. And everyone played 82. I don't say that for sure, Cider. Don't say that for sure. Randy Ho, 107. All right. Do we finish atop the NHL? No, the Avalanche right ahead of us. All right, so still no President's Trophy. But it's back-to-back conference titles and 3 consecutive division titles. Oh, it's a created player fight. Bradham versus Koltaspakov. I love it. Oh, the Maple Leafs always find a way to choke in franchise mode. So we finished second in the NHL, 53, 22, and 7. 3.72 goals for per game was second best in the NHL. That beats our previous high of 3.71. So by 0.01 goals per game, we're higher than last season. Goals against 2.67. Best in the NHL, but our second best of the franchise mode, not beating last season's 2.63. No problem. So 2.67. Hit him with that 6-7. Power play at 24.4%. Again, our second best. And number 1 in the NHL. And penalty kill did improve to 84.1, which is 0.1% better than last year. But our best ever was 87.9. So our second best power play, not our best penalty kill. Our best ever goals for, and our second best goals against. With our winningest year yet at 53 wins. All right, now the point totals. Here we go. Let's see these. Randy Ho. Should we continue swimming at EA? No, we're going to continue. We're continuing King Turby through the postseason. So 68 goals and 107 points from Randy Ho. Not 72 like last year, but 68 goals from the reigning Rocket Richard winner. 477 goals in his career. He's going to hit 500 goals next season. At the age of 27, he'll have 500 goals. Randy Ho, take a bow. 107 points plus 50. David Pastrnak, 43 goals and 84 points in 75 games. Only 6 penalty minutes. Could be a Lady Bing season from the 37-year-old. Randy Ho should be a 94. Agreed. Agreed. What a year last year then. Not as many assists this year. Check DMs. I got you. On Discord? I don't see anything. Oh no, here I see you. Hey, I got you, man. I got you. After the stream, I got you, buddy. We're thinking of you, and we'll definitely do that. All right, Pastrnak now surpassing 1,600 points, close to 800 goals. Another crazy season from the ageless wonder. Matty Beniers, only 15 goals, but 74 points in 80 games from Matty B. Not a point per game plus season, but better than, So 87, then 69, 53, up to 89. Dropped a bit, but still very good at 74 from Matty Beniers. Charlie McAvoy, 69 points from the 36-year-old, plus 37 as well. Caleb Bradham, 64 points in his first full year as a Bruin. Yeah, doing better than some years in Pittsburgh. Very good. Joe King, what did he do as a Bruin? Joe King, 12 points in 20 games, -1. And his one goal was a game winner. Let me see this one. So, 12 divided by 20 times 82. That's a 49-point pace as the second pair. 49-point pace. We'll take that from Joe King. Anton Frendel, what did he do as a Bruin now? Let's see. As a Bruin, 18 points in 20 games. You what? Oh, this is going to be huge ROI. Thank you, Seattle, for ruining Anton Frendel. 18 points and a plus 12 in 20 games. Playing 15-59, just playing 16 minutes a night. You what? Anton Frendel, I love it. Joe King got paid and took the rest of the regular season off in prep for the playoffs, of course. Yes, I like that. Frondell, that's nuts. Dorofeyev could never. Mathis Preston, 50-point season. Well done. In his his third year. 39, 40, now 50 points. Career year from Mathis Preston. Well done. Brendan Waters, 24 goals and 43 points from him. His plus-minus got a lot better, too. 2 more points than last year, playing 2 less seconds per night. Okay. Anton Lundell, he really took a dive this year. 42 points from him. I know his role got reduced as well, but still, big reduction from Anton Lundell. Craig Aginla, 42 points plus 11. He slowed down. Riker Evans, 42 points and a plus 34. Wow. Is that a career year? No, but still. His best year as a Bruin, actually. What a pickup from Frondell, eh? Emlyn, 31 points. I like that. Did you put my name in the custom-created player? No, the raffle hasn't happened yet. The next raffle, you're entered into the next raffle for the NHL 27 series. Riker Evans for Norris. You're telling me. Emlyn, so 4 more points than last year. That's nice. Playing more ice time, right? Yeah, about 30 seconds more per night. Fraser Minton, 25 points plus 11, just consistent. Liam Greentree, as a fourth liner in Boston, scored 4 points, -1 in 20 games. Okay. Anton L to play with Frondell and Lundell. Anton Lundell, Anton Frondell, and another Anton L. Goldobin, 20 points and a plus 26, so that hits his season goal. Hordachuk, 15 points. It's about that time. Is it about that time? What time is that? Maxwell did not play with us, Rohan Maxwell. I wanted to send him down. I'm sorry, that wasn't good for his growth, but we had to. And Crevier, 6 points plus 11 in 32 games. Very nice. Goaltending, Gavin Osgood goes 42, 17, and 4. A shutout, 908 save percentage, and 2.71 goals against average. Not his best year, I have to say, Gavin Osgood. Not his best year. Is 27 pre-ordered up yet? No, it is not able to be pre-ordered yet. Surgery on the front and back of the shoulder. Yeah, so take that serious, man. Make sure you're resting properly to come back stronger. Oh, there it is from Sheriff. The 10 gifted subs. Spruce, Grim Daddy, Gabe, Liam, Justin, Get Thayer, RGK, Evan Pop, DJ Eschbacher, sorry. You dropped your pocket. All now channel members. Thanks to the gifted subs from Sheriff. Big dub in the chat. As Sheriff adds 10 more to the family of the official AGMs. You now have the perks in the YouTube channel where your name is in the video, you have the emojis, you have the loyalty badge, and you're also getting your perks in the Discord server if you're there. Let me know if you're there so that I can give you those perks. So channel members, make sure if you don't have that special role in the server, tell me so I can give it to you. Thank you, Sheriff. It should have been me. I know. Lou, I'm sorry. Your time will come. 12, 6, and 3 was Hildeby. Good backup year. 1 shutout, 918 save percentage, 2.4 goals against average. So Osgood, low year of shutouts as well. Evan, channel member. There you go. His lowest year for shutouts of a full season. Yeah. 24 shutouts. But he got his 250th win in his career. That's nice. Almost all in Boston, just to fit in Winnipeg. Looking in the entire NHL, let's see, Johan Bang with the Avalanche. In the entire NHL, so Macklin Celebrini and his 140-point pace slowed down to 112. Still great. Does Randy Ho win the Rocket? Yes, he does, by 13 goals. Shout out to Mini Vanilli with 54, one of the created players. One of the 32 created players. And, hey, Cider now has been a member for 1 month. W Data is the GOAT. Hope I have a successful surgery. Yes. Putting it out there, my friend. Put out the good vibes in the universe. Wow, already 1 month. Crazy. Already 1 month. Mini Vanilli out there, too. So, Art Ross goes to Celebrini. Ho was second in league scoring. Defenseman in the NHL. Makar with 99 points led the way. There's McAvoy. Tied with Data Soon. Created players all top 3 in goals. Makes sense. Denton Matejchuk. I never see this guy simulate well. 85 overall. Scores 68 points. And goalies, yes. Johan Bang. What a name. Rookie skaters, 51 points from Roger Giordano. 6th overall pick. I like that. Roger Giordano. And in the AHL, let's see any scoring updates in the AHL. Alex Texier leading the way, 58 points. Yes, sir. How this team is bad, man. Weeman 51 points plus 17. At least there's that. Sheesh. It's a scary thing. I know. It's scary, Cider. It's scary. Even a small surgery, from small to big surgery, it's scary. But we're thinking of you. Those doctors know what they're doing. I think about when I got my laser eye surgery. When you look at the doctors, you can look up some of their records. I looked up mine. Literally tens of thousands of laser eye surgeries. Like, these guys know what they're doing. It's always going to be a little bit scary because it's you and your body. But I have full confidence in them. Good numbers from the AHL goalies in the end as well. But yes, Alex Texier leading the way. Sheriff loves that. Is YouTube trying to troll you? YouTube, they love taking their third of everything. And now we get ready for the playoffs. So let's see who our opponent will be in round number 1. In round 1, we're facing... Hold on, Randy Ho's happy. Yes, he won the Rocket. So, it doesn't really change anything. His accuracy and power... Actually, his power goes +3. His accuracy was already 99. We're going to gift more subs because Texier is him. Go for it, man. We're facing the Islanders. All right, the New York Islanders. Have we ever faced them? No, we have not. We've never faced the Islanders in this franchise mode so far. So, let's see this Islanders team, who went 39, 36, and 7. The New York Islanders, let's see. Nicholas Terry, first overall pick in 2031, an 89 overall franchise 20-year-old. Wow. Top 50, Data 72 Hall of Famer, Bo Horvat. Bo top 50 Horvat, if you know, you know. A Channel Hall of Famer, 39 years old, still centering the first line. And Gabriel Dingman. We need our theme song for the playoffs. Tiny Dancer. Yes, we do. High franchise Texier for NHL 27. Gabriel Dingman, third overall pick in 2027. A grinder who scored 31 points in 82 games, playing top-line minutes. What? Jacob, you're just in time. Welcome for the playoffs. What a wild... I don't understand. I don't know. That was Ernie's old spot. I wouldn't say the Islanders are too competent just yet. Siplikov, Dower, Nilsson, Olsen on the second line. How is this team in the playoffs? Pelletier, Cardwell, Bilesma on the third, Pridham, Soderblom, and Parker Kelly on the fourth. Who's on defense? That's why. Matthew Schaefer and Gene Wanvig, former second overall pick. Second pair, Roberto D'Agostini and Mike Cochran. Third pair, Romanov and Jaden Arnott. Yeah, so some high potential two-way and offensive defensemen. Of course, this will be the team that wins the Stanley Cup. And 82 overall, Joel Hofer as the starting goaltender. Kumpalainen, Sharangovich, and Hendrix Lapierre as the healthy scratches. Yeah, they finally make the playoffs without Ernie being there. Yes, that's true. What a roster. And here they are, going to eliminate us, right? With 14 less wins. All right, here we go. So let's get started. Just to quickly put things back in perspective, as the season is done, here come the playoffs. All right, we're moving into the Year 9 postseason, 2034. Through the last 8 years of this franchise mode, we've made 3 Stanley Cup finals, including 3 of the last 5 Stanley Cup finals. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we made 3 of the last 5 Stanley Cup finals. We've won just 1 Stanley Cup, making those 3 Cup finals and playing 8 years so far. This is Year 9, our second to last season. And yeah, hold on. Sheriff's making some good points. We'll talk about it in a moment. And we're coming off of losing an Eastern Conference final last year. We've just had our winningest season with 53 wins. Next year's our last win. It's our last chance to go for back-to-back cups, but we'll end off 10 years hopefully with 2 or 3 cups. We have 1 so far, so this is our second to last chance. We want to get back in that Stanley Cup winning category, and the New York Islanders are the first in line. They were 32nd in penalty kill at 77.3. They're 31st in power play at 9.8%. They're 29th in goals for at 2.74. They're not even good at goals against at 3.18. How did this team score 2.7 goals for per game and allow 3.1 and make the playoffs? What? And their top scorer had 57 points? What? I've never seen a team this bad make the playoffs. What? I've never seen a team this bad make the playoffs with nothing like redeeming about them whatsoever. What is good about this team? How do they make it? Is it a weak West? Yeah, the 12th place Jets didn't make it, but the 19th place Islanders did. I don't even know how they're 19th place. Huh? All right, Black Magic. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Game 1, Round 1 of the Year 9 postseason. 2034 playoffs start now. Leave that like if you haven't already. Let's get some good luck going. And Louis Crevier, the third pair defenseman, scores 13 seconds in. First period ends 2-1 as Olsen ties it and Lundell on the power play puts us back up. Second period, goal apiece. Emelin puts us up by 2, but Bo top 50 brings the Islanders back within 1. If anyone saves them, it's going to be Bo top 50. One of the Data 72 Hall of Fame, first ballot channel Hall of Famer. Craig Aginla puts us up 4-2 now. 2-goal cushion. Pastrnak puts it to bed. 5-3 the final, to win game 1. I don't like allowing 3, but we score 5. As Pastrnak first start with a goal and 2 assists. Let's keep it rolling. No need to slow down here. How long are we out here? Let's see. Hour 51. All right, making some good time. On to game 2. I sure hope so, Lou. I sure hope so. On to game 2. First period, 3-1 Islanders, of course. Olsen, Dingman, and Cardwell for them. Waters scores for us. 3-on-10 for the Isles. Second period, 3-2. Matty Beniers scores shorthanded. We're outshooting them 27-25. We're down by 1 in the third. Are we seriously going to lose even 1 game to this team? Are we seriously going to do that? 5-2. All right. We lose 5-2. We scored 2 goals on 39 shots. Yeah. The voodoo was bound to happen eventually. So we split the games at home. It's a best of 5 now. I can't wait to have Game 7 overtime. Okay, good. Off to Long Island, UBS Arena for Game 3. That's all right, Lou. First period, 2-1. Dower Nilsson on a tear opens it up, and then Aginla and Waters on the power play. Where's Randy? Second period, 4-2. Terry, but then Frondell and Evans for us. Cardwell scores 36 seconds into the third to make it a 1-goal game. 4-3 Bruins here. 15 minutes to go. Boston up by 1 on the island. Final 10 minutes. We'll go into watch eventually. I'm not sure when or for which series. Power play Islanders killed off, but if the stakes aren't high enough, we won't go in. 2 minutes to go. Final minute, please. Thank you. Shots end 37-30 and the Bruins win Game 3. Randy Ho with 3 assists. All right, showing off his playmaking. 2 assists from McAvoy, a goal from Riker Evans. Okay, so yeah, we got Riker Evans from Seattle back in the day. Now we got Frondell and Greentree. Up 2-1 in the series. Osgood with an .880 save percentage. Lovely. If we start losing, Colin Texier, you already know. First period, 1-1. Dingman for them, Pastrnak for us. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 31-19 for the Islanders. There's Dower Nilsson scoring like his fourth or fifth goal of the series. 2-1 Islanders. Bradham ties it. Thank you, Caleb Bradham. Power play Bruins right after, and Lundell puts us up. From down 2-1 to up 3-2, being outshot 38-27. 10 minutes to go now, hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Way too close for comfort, but that's EA. Bradham scores his second of the period. Power play Islanders killed off, and will hang on for the 4-2 victory. Shots end 43-33 as Creevy adds an empty net goal. Woo! Osgood 41 saves, 2 goals from Bradham, 3 assists from Joe King. Oh my goodness. All right, 3-1 series lead. Let's end it in Game 5. Back at home. Let's end it in Game 5. First period, 2-0 Bruins. Preston on the power play and Frondell even strength. Second period, 3-0 Randy Ho. Welcome to the party. His first goal here in Game 5 of the playoffs. 3-0 Bruins. All right, it looks like we're going to survive the scare. Thank you very much. We survived the scare, and it's a 4-0 shutout. Pastrnak adds a goal, and it's a 22-save shutout from Gavin Osgood back to himself. Pastrnak a goal and 2 assists. Preston a goal and an assist. Joe King, Dr. Apple, yes. And we hang on for the 5-game victory. Thank goodness. Woohoo! All right, so let me put that in the file here as we beat the Islanders in 5. So let's see. So we've made the playoffs 7 out of 9 times in this series so far. So we've missed the playoffs twice, but the 7 times we made the playoffs, we've always won round 1. We've always made it to round 2 or further. So that's nice. We keep that streak alive as we beat the Islanders in 5. But you know what? The last 3 times were sweeps. It went in our playoffs so far. We won in 6, won in 7, won in 7, 1 in 4, 1 in 4, 1 in 4, now 1 in 5. So the first time we win in 5 games in a first round matchup. No, Texier injured down in the AHL. Devastating. And now we'll wait to see our opponent in round 2. Probably Buffalo, right? Let's see. Is it the Sabres? Yes, it is. The Buffalo Sabres, who we faced 3 times before. They swept us in round 2 back in year 3. We swept them in round 1 in year 6, going on to win the Stanley Cup. And then we beat them in 6 last year in round 2. So exact same round 2 matchup as last year. Texier not a call-up option at the moment. No, not till at least Game 3 it would be. As we'll face the 49, 29, and 4 Buffalo Sabres in round 2. Let's see, what do we do in round 1? So, Pastrnak, 7 points in 5 games. 6 points from Lundell, Frondell, Ho, and Preston. 5 points from King, so 6 point per game plus players. Iginla and Waters with 4. Bradham, McAvoy with 3. Creevy is 2 goals and a -3. Benier's only 2 points, really. Evans 1, Emelin 1. Nothing from Minton, Greentree, Goldobin, or Hordichuk. As Osgood was 4-1 with a .917 save percentage and 2.6 goals against average. All right, so the Sabres, let's see, they beat the Maple Leafs in 5 games. Joey Appleseed. And other series there, wow. The wild card Hurricanes taking down the Devils. So 2 upsets in the other series. The Red Wings upsetting the Capitals as well. And in the West, all the favorites won there. All right. LA Kings in round 2 in this economy. Let's see the Sabres lineup. So, Buffalo, Zach Benson at a 91. Derek Martins, and Owen Tippett on the first line. Second line, Besser, Krebs, Gauthier. Third line, Wahlberg, Sachin, and Danila Yurov at an 89 overall. Fourth line, Hellenius, Stenberg, and Adam Kelly. Defense, 93 overall, Dahlin with 87 overall power. Murtka with Byram, and Fedorov with Joshua Waugh, who somehow is playing defense because the AI doesn't know what to do. Because Edstrom and Emberson are both injured, that's why. So Joshua Waugh playing defense, but he'll still be elite against us. 86 overall, Vladimir Turkov has been starting. 932 save percentage, one of the created players. That's War Master's created player, I believe. Yeah, they look very good. In 2028, he was 2-0 with a 970 save percentage. So Turkov has been very, very good, exceptional in the playoffs in his history, minus like 1 year. So here we are to face off against the Sabres, Game 1, Round 2, in a rematch of the second round from last year. Let's get it going here at TD Garden. First period, and it is 2-1 Sabres. Yurov opens it up. Cue the nail biting. Joe King, is that his first goal? Did he score already? No, I think he already scored. I forget. And Brock Besser scoring for the Sabres. Second period, 4-3, 2 goals apiece. Martins answered by Waters on the power play. Murtka answered by Lundell. 4-3 Sabres into the third period, being outshot 28. We were outshooting them 28-25. Power play Buffalo killed off. Power play Bruins killed off as well. Back to even strength with 12 minutes to go. That's his first goal. Thank you. Power play Sabres again. Killed off once more. Liam Greentree ties the game at 4. Fourth line action. 5 minutes to go. 4-4 game. Do we hop in to see overtime of Game 1? You know what? Who knows when overtimes come up? I won't hop in and after this until it's a higher pressure game. But just for Game 1 overtime, we haven't gone in yet. Who knows if we'll go in anytime soon? We'll go see.
For those of you just joining us, you couldn't have picked a better time. The start of the first.
And we'll turn up the shooting sliders. Are people on their off wings here? So yeah, Ho and Pasternak. Actually, no, Ho's a righty. Yeah, it works. Channel your inner bunny and hop in. That's what I just did, man. Let's go. Cycle shoot. Just get that shooting going. Shoot that puck, please. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, I'd say, hey, go ahead and do it. If you're not going to be watching long term, you're not so sure about it, hey, it's free to subscribe. It's free to unsubscribe. You don't like it, unsubscribe later. But if you're watching, you're enjoying the content, the franchise modes, the real world NHL coverage, subscribe as we get closer to 10,000. Pasternak gets a shot away early. Blocker save. Get your predictions in for the winner as well. Who's going to get the winner for the Bruins or for the Sabres? McAvoy. Beniers scores! Matty Beniers! His second goal of the playoffs! Too late to get your predictions in. Matty Beniers ends it early. His second of the playoffs, and the Bruins take Game 1. From down 4-3, we win 5-4 in overtime. Greentree wearing Lemieux's 66. Yes, sir! Matty Beniers. Matty Boston. 66 Greentree on 66 Turkov. Nice. Shots end 44-39, and we win Game 1 5-4 against the Sabres. That's what we like to see. Up 1-0 here in Round 2. Benny and the Bears. Benny and the Bees and the Bruins. All right. Did we win in the AHL? Yes, we're through to Round 2 in the AHL as well. Game 2 at TD Garden. Let's keep it going. Good thing we hopped in. Who knows what could have happened and how that changes the future. First period, 3-0. Ho, Emelin, and Waters. Second period, 3-1. Martins, their first line center, gives them life. And now Kelly, their fourth liner, and brings them within 1. 3-2 Bruins now. From 3-0 to 3-2. 1 goal lead with 10 minutes to go. We're hanging on. Shots 28-24 for the Bruins. Final minute. Power play Sabres. That's killed off. Final 5 minutes, and Preston maybe will put that to bed as he makes it 4-2. Hey, Lacton, how much longer do you plan to stream? You want to do that game on college hockey? Is that it? I mean, I could do it while we're streaming, because who knows how long the playoffs go, honestly. Data needs to do a Jets series where we either get Beniers or another Benny, so we can all sing Benny and the Jets. It's going to happen. Let's make it happen. Waters a goal and 2 assists. He's really heating up. Emelin a goal and an assist. Lundell with 2 assists. And Boston wins 4-2. Waters is looking great right now. What did he do in the playoffs last year? I can't remember him being good last postseason too, no? Waters has 8 points in 7 games now. Last year he had 5 and 12. Okay, so 13 and 19 now in his career. After a 43-point season. Boston is boiling. Yeah, we traded up to get that pick. We liked him at 16. We took him in 2029. I love to see performances from guys who are like mid-firsts. Yes, it's great to have gems in the 4th round. And yes, you have your top 3 picks who are elite. But to have a guy who's like a mid-first that you gambled on, that's great. I go to work in like 40 minutes. All right, sure. I'm going to open up college hockey now. Yes, I'll open it up now. All right. Next game, Game 3. Texier is healthy in the AHL. That's good. Let's get Texier back in. How's Yannicki doing? Yannicki, what did he do? 16 points in 20 games when we sent him down. And in the playoffs, 3 points in 5 games. Goaltending, Fisset looking good. Nice. Enter lobby. Mark ready. All right, I'm ready, Lacton. All right, let's do it. Game 3 at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. Yeah, all right. First period, 0-0. Second period, 3-2 Bruins. 31 shots through 40 minutes. Tippett opens it up. Greentree ties it. Waters puts us up. Stenberg ties it. Now Pastrnak puts us up. Shots 31-23 through 40 minutes. No goals in the first. 5 goals in the second. Now here we are in the third, up by 1. Lundell on the power play puts us up by 2. Here we go with 11 minutes to go now. Another power play opportunity. Over 40 shots. That's killed off. Put that there. 4-3. Owen Tippett brings the Sabres within 1, but Greentree puts it to bed with the empty netter. Thank you very much. Yes, I got that there. College hockey is open. Shots end 44-32. Ladies and gentlemen, we were scared of the Sabres just like that. Bing, bang, bong. We're up 3-0. 2 goals from Greentree. And we have a chance to sweep the Sabres. We swept them. They swept us. Then we beat them in 6. Now let's go back to our old ways and sweep them again in 4. Let's get this done here in Game 4 at the KeyBank Center. In Buffalo to punch our ticket to the conference final for what would be a 4th consecutive conference final as well. Sweep them. First period, 1-0 Bruins, Caleb Bradham. Second period, 3-1. Frondell puts us up 2-0. Besser ties it on the puts the Sabres within 1 on the power play. And then Brendan Waters puts us back up. He's been having a great postseason. 2-goal lead for the Bruins with a chance to sweep the Sabres in Buffalo. Owen Tippett still giving the Sabres some life. Another goal from him just like last game. And now Murtka ties it at 3. 10 minutes to go. Do we have a hero? Or will we see Game 5? Caleb Bradham on the power play. Yes, go ahead and start it, Lacton. Hordichuk adds his first of the playoffs. 5-3 Bruins. And that'll be all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Sabres have been swept, and the Bruins are off to their 4th consecutive conference final. And five conference finals in the last 6 years. 5 conference finals in the last 6 years from the Boston Bruins. Bradham, 2 goals and assists. Waters, a goal and assist. Anton Frondell, a goal and an assist. Oh my goodness. Pastrnak pulls his groin. Out for a few days. Good that the series is done and we can rest a little bit. I'll put Marchand in here just for a moment. I don't think that's going to be anything too major. We'll put Marchand, we said? Yes. Okay. Oh, you know what? Did it say the 24th? Eesh. Or was it the 12th? Wait, what was it? Pending evaluation. You just told me when he's out until. Well, let's advance in a couple days here. As the Hurricanes and the Red Wings are tied 2 games apiece, will it be a rematch against the Hurricanes? Just like how this was a rematch against the Sabres. Red Wings up 3-2. Will we face off against Jeremy Swayman and the Red Wings? May 19th. It was May 19th. It's May 10th. Okay, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's keep the other series going. Keep resting. All right, the Red Wings are through. And the West is done as well. The 19th. All right, so you know what? Not too bad. He's out for the first 2 or 3 games if you're playing playable injury. But 2 or 3 games he's going to be out against Detroit. That is tough. Oh, big win against UMass. Thank you very much. So now, let me see. So we beat Buffalo in 4. Have we faced Detroit before? No. First time playing the Red Wings. As we're through in a 4th consecutive conference final, 5 of the last 6 conference finals. LA Kings swept by Edmonton, even in the Dataverse. I'm sorry, Sheriff. Let me just fix here. Enter the lobby for UMass. There you go. All right. Okay, so through 2 rounds. Brendan Waters is leading the scoring and the goal scoring. 6 goals, 11 points in 9 games. Tied with him in the points is Anton Lundell with 11. 2 goals in 9 games from the 68-goal scorer, but 10 points from Randy Ho. 9 in 9 from Pasternak, 9 from Frondell, 9 from Preston. Wow. 7 from Bradham, Beniers, and McAvoy. 6 from King, 4 from Emelin, 3 from Greentree and Evans. Still 2 from Crevier, 2 from Hordichuk, 1 from Minton and Goldobin. That's nice. And goaltending, Osgood is 8 and 1. 1 shutout, .913 save percentage, 2.78 goals against average. All right, now let's go see Jeremy Swayman and the Detroit Red Wings. Our 2 franchise mode series facing off against each other. And Swayman the bum. Ivar Stenberg, Connor McMichael, and Lucas Raymond on the top line here in Detroit. Solomon Welch, former first overall pick, with Matty Barzal and Travis Konechny on the second line, Hervinen, Barnes, and Nadeau on the third. Chubarov, Herkoian, whatever, and Abstreiter on the fourth. Defense, 79 overall, Alexei Galiev with Moritz Seider on the first pair. Samuelson with Zamula on the second. Keith Roy and Eli Cicek, okay, on the third pair. Goaltending, 85 overall, Jeremy Swayman. We banished him to Edmonton where he did okay. Goes to Detroit, hasn't been great, but in the playoffs, 8 and 3, .913 save percentage, 2.97 goals against average. With us, he wasn't too great. We had to dump him. Won the Jennings in 2023. All right, that's nice. Backed up by Aiden Ward. Was he a draft pick of ours? Aiden Ward? No. And random scratches. Good old Swayman's going to do it to us. Stenberg, 7 points in 11 games. McMichael, 7. Raymond, 10. Konechny, 13. Barzal, 10. Welch, 8 goals and 14 points. Hervinen, 9 points. All right. 6 points, 36 pony minutes from Galiev. Swim Bumman. GG, my team is so bad. Thank you, Lacton, for getting the games done. All right, interesting team here in Detroit. As over in the West, it's Edmonton versus Dallas. Waters is up there in the scoring. Konechny's up there in the scoring. I didn't look at this. Sorry, the last 2 series I didn't look at this. Goals for first versus fourth in our favor. Goals against 5th versus 8th in our favor. Power play 2nd versus 10th in our favor. Penalty kill 4th versus 14th in our favor. All right, so let's get it on. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck. Game 1 of the 2034 conference final, Year 9 postseason. Round 3 starts now. Here we go against the Wings. First period, 0-0. Second period, 0-0 still. Shots 22-14 for the Red Wings. Special teams looking good, yes. Red Wings power play early in the third. 5-on-3 for Detroit. We kill it off, like 6 minutes of penalty killing. We're still all tied up at 0. Matty Beniers' shorthanded goal to break the deadlock. 5-on-3 again. McMichael scores finally. When you give them so many power plays, it's going to happen eventually. Oh my goodness, we took 5 penalties there. Oh, that's why. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't fix the lineup with Marchand filling in for Pasternak. That's why we're struggling. I'm so sorry. I didn't fix the lineup. And now we're off to overtime. You know what? I'm going to hop into overtime. Shots end 32-24 for the Red Wings. We're going to hop into overtime and fix the lines. I'm sorry, I didn't fix that for Pasternak. Is that Pasternak? No, he's a captain. He's the captain. What a huge shorthanded goal from Matty Beniers. Oh, trade in the Dynasty League.
We are just
Some
about
picks
to
moving
drop the
around.
puck.
Pascal Marchand. Let's fix this up. So we're gonna have Frondel's gonna. Let's give him a try. Ho Beniers Frondel, which we spoke about earlier in the episode, right? Then we'll go Waters, Bradham, Preston. Emlyn, Lundell, Greentree, Marchand, Minton, Hordichuk. There we go. Game 1 overtime, just like against Buffalo. The hero was Matty Beniers. Who's the hero this time? Get your predictions in. Who is the hero in this one? For either side, if you'd like. Here we go. OT at TD Garden. Face off one back to Evans. Marchand, go for your line change, man. There you go. Up to Matty B. The hero last game. Beniers to Evans with space. Beniers! Oh! Takes the deflection. Sheriff says Waters. Lou says Preston.
This is a face-off. They'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone.
Beniers on the dot. We got to bring out Bradham for the face-off with his 99 face-offs. Beniers wins it back to McAvoy. On net, please. Beniers can't get it through. Mighty Joe, been an exhausting day. No guarantees I stay awake, but I'm here in bed relaxing to this. Mighty Joe, it warms my heart to hear that. Relax, my friend, and I'll try to sing you to sleep. Someone wearing black, preferably, but I'll say Frondell. All right. That UConn game-winning goal is genuinely insane. I didn't see what it even was, actually. What was it, Jacob? I'll see it in the Discord after. Coming back the other way. No, broken up. Galiev, he's hit. There you go. Skate Frondell. Oh, wait. Sider, board pinned by Frondell. Kicked out, and no one wants to go get it. Stenberg going up against McAvoy into Boston territory. Poked away. There you go. McAvoy up to Frondell. Go for the change. Yes. All right, good. McAvoy loses the puck, but at least we got the change. Abstreiter, lacking point in the college hockey score. It's a 0 angle. Wonderful. Abstreiter! Glove save from Osgood. Bradham's out now with a 99 face-off. So I'm looking at Discord. Let's see. Habs going so crazy after Marchenko doesn't. I don't like that, actually. I don't like the Habs going so hard after Marchenko. That's the game when. Oh, I just saw. Wow. Did we win the face-off? I think we did. Yes. All right, here we go. Here comes Waters. What's that word, Data? Sounds like away, but I think you're saying something in French. Oh yeah, away. It's like A-W-E-I-L-L-E. Let me type it in. It's a Quebec thing. It means like let's go. But also, it sounds like away, let's do it. Big glove save Osgood. But in French, it's like away, like get on with it. So it works in English and French. Away. So I say it all the time. All the episodes, you'll hear me saying that all the time in my channel history. One back, there you go, face off one. Emelin to Goldobin. Here's Crevier. Big 6'8" Crevier gives it away. Konechny. Hit along the boards. There you go. Fight. Okay. Crevier takes it again. Up to Emelin. Valerie Emelin with space neutral zone. New crossword word. Good shot on net, but easy save. Konechny back the other way. Here's McMichael. Takes a hit. There you go. Goldobin. Want us to game one of a couple of goal flashes gives me goosebumps. I love that. Oh, 1T. He breaks it up. Comes Lundell. All right, fourth line coming out. Energy line. Lundell kills some time as the line changes. Good, good. Lundell still keeping possession. Keith Waugh picks it off. Here's Rokian. However you say it. Game one of the Cup final. That must have been something, man. I've been to one playoff game before. Canadiens Bruins in like 2015? Here comes Hordichuk. With space. Nope. Come on, get in there. There you go, Riker Evans. Riker, number one. Kicks it away. No, we can't go get it because nobody wants it. Welch. Broken up, but here's Marchand! It squeaked out. Popped out, whatever word you want to use. It came right to Marchand in front. Evans board pinned. Your team won a championship. Still over the World Series. No. I wouldn't be either, Hobbsy. Change up. Evans. Okay, Riker Evans with space. What? Scores! Riker Evans, you what? Bobby Evans Orr picks it off in the neutral zone, has a half breakaway, and gets it to trickle in. Desperately missing Pasternak out there, but Riker Evans, number 1. William T. Riker finishes it off. What a look at this play. Just takes it off the guy in the neutral zone, skates in, and snipes it, I guess. A 4-on-1 turnover. That's an EA goal if I ever saw one. Riker the striker. Riker Evans wins it in overtime. Shots end 36-26 for the Red Wings. Huge game from Osgood. A shorty from Beniers and an EA goal from Riker Evans. As we go up 1-0 in the series with an OT winner in Game 1. All right, now let's fix the lineup for Game 2. As Pasternak will be back for Game 4, I guess. But yes, we'll keep Frondell up here. Kane's won of the season and been waiting since 09 for my Yankees. And we'll do this. Zigzag all the way down the lineup for 2 more games. All right, here we go for Game 2 now. Game 2. First period, first shot of the game goes in as Matty Barzal scores 24 seconds in. But then Brendan Waters up on that second line scores. Randy Ho scores. And Waters scores his second. He loves life on the second line. Second period, 3-2. Matty Barzal scores on the power play. 2 goals from Waters, 2 goals from Barzal. 3-2 Bruins here. Power play, Red Wings to start the period. Killed off 5 minutes into the third. Matty Beniers puts us up by 2 now. 4-2 Bruins, more than doubling the shots, 34-16. 4-2 Boston to win both at home. We're 7 minutes away from doing it. Power play Red Wings. Extended power play for Detroit. Huge kill. And we'll take the 4-2 victory. Shots end 39-19, and we go up 2-0. Waters scores twice. Ho and Beniers with a goal and an assist apiece. And we're up 2-0 in this series. The special teams have been incredible. Penalty kill at 90.5%. As we'll go to Little Caesars now for Game 3. Here we go for Game 3. First period, 2-1 Bruins. Ho, then Raymond, then Beniers. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 24-22 for the Bruins as we're up by 1. Solomon Welch ties it early. Welch's Fruit Snacks. 2-2 game as we move into the final half of the third period. Will we go up 3-0? Or can the Red Wings answer? We've won 7. We've won what, 9 games in a row now? Could it be? Chubarov scores for the Red Wings to go up 3-2 late. Do we have a hero with a power play opportunity? No, the Red Wings kill it and they win 3-2 the final. Shots end 36-33 Detroit, and we lose in Game 3 as Swayman makes 31 saves. Randy Ho a goal and an assist, but not enough. All right, 2-1 series now as the Red Wings win 1 at home at Little Caesars. Oops. Okay, I thought I pressed best line. Thanksgiving. Thank goodness. Okay, Pasternak is back. I'd want to keep Waters on that second line, though. But does he do the same with Frondell and Bradham as he's been doing? Welch's grape juice is the only grape juice. I don't know. Do we put Waters on the second line? Marchand's out. 3 games, 4 pony minutes, even plus minus. All right. Green Tree back here. So does Preston go to the third line, or does Waters go to the third line? Preston's been great. I don't want to mess with a good thing. I know Waters has been amazing, but I don't want to mess with a good thing. Preston's playmaking. Waters is scoring. Let's not mess with a good thing just yet. If we need to make a change, Waters will move up. But for now, we'll keep it like that. Okay. David Pasternak back in the lineup. Game 4, up 2-1 here at Little Caesars. Don't let them split the. Don't let them win both. Don't let us win both at home and then they. Why can't I speak? Don't let them win both at home and make it a best of 5 headed back to Boston. First period, 3-2 Bruins. Bradham, then Waters shorthanded. Barzal on the power play. Randy Ho 3-1, and then Abstreiter gives another one to the Red Wings, 3-2 after 20. Second period, 5-2. Waters on the power play, his second. And Caleb Bradham, 5-2 Bruins. 3-goal lead into the third period. 20 minutes away from going up 3-1. Lucas Raymond makes it a 2-goal game, and then Samuelson less than a minute later, 59 seconds later. Power play, 5-on-3, Detroit killed off. It's now a 1-goal game with 10 minutes to go. Oh, goodness. Final 6 minutes. Shots are 38-29. Final couple minutes. Hang on tight, boys. Yes, Randy Ho adds the empty netter. And the Bruins win 6-4 to now have a 3-1 series lead. 2 goals and an assist from both Bradham and Waters. I love this man. Randy Ho, 2 goals. So 2-2-2. 3 players score 2 goals each. And we win 6-4. Joe King has a sore shoulder. He's out probably till the cup final if we make it. Oh no, Joe King. So Goldobin would move up, and we call up Heimo Salmi. Oh, that is too bad. Heimo Salmi will come up. Get well soon, Joe. Rest the shoulder. And Heimo Salmi comes in. Yeah. On the power play, we'll put Iginla here. Okay. And Joe King, what was he doing? He had 1 goal, 7 points, plus 5 in 13 games. He was doing very well. Very, very well. All right, so we move into Game 4 with a 3-1 series lead. Excuse me, Game 5 with a 3-1 series lead. And a chance to end it, to punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup Final. Here we go, hosting the Red Wings at TD Garden. First period, and it's 2-1 Red Wings. Barzal again, then connecting on the power play. Randy Ho gives us life. Second period, 4-2 Bruins! Waters, another shorthanded goal. This time it's Bradham. And Matty Beniers, 4-2 Bruins. From down 2-1 to up 4-2. Power play Red Wings killed off. 15 minutes away from the Stanley Cup Final. Randy Ho! Did he just put it to bed? Let's see. 6-2 Fraser Minton. Ladies and gentlemen, we've taken down the Red Wings in 5 games. And for the 4th time in 9 years of the GM Data era, also the 4th time in the last 6 years, and the 3rd time in the last 4 years, your Boston Bruins are headed to the Stanley Cup Final with a 6-3 victory. Red Wings scored late in Game 5. 2 goals and an assist from Randy Ho. 4 apples from Riker Evans. What? And a goal and an assist from Matty Beniers. The Bruins win 6-3, and we're off to the Stanley Cup Final. We lost against Winnipeg. We beat Vegas. We lost against Minnesota. Lose, win, lose. Now it's time to win. Will it be the Oilers or the Stars? As it's going to be the Oilers. As Joe King has to keep resting. Sheldon Keefe is happy. There you go. We made the Cup Final. The XP and morale can't get any higher. Sheldon Keefe's been a great coach for us. As we'll get ready for Game 1. So Joe King hopefully back for Game 4 of the Cup Final. So we'll face Edmonton. Of course, we've never seen them before. Big history with the Oilers as Randy Ho started his career with Edmonton. What was the trade? Was it Ho and Yannicki for Vikingstad and Swayman? Something like that. He had 8 goals in 20 games, 13 points in 20 games. He was slowing down. Went to Boston, rejuvenated his career. And he's loved playing against Edmonton as well. Great stats against them. Let's go see the stats through the first 3 rounds as well, by the way. So, 19 points in 14 games from Randy Ho. 11 goals and 18 points from Waters in 14 games. Beniers 16, Bradham 13. Waters, Beniers, Bradham, and Lundell all have 2 game-winning goals each. Wow. 13 from Bradham, 12 from Lundell, 12 from Frondell, 12 from McAvoy, 11 and 11 from Pasternak, 10 points from Preston, 4 of his 8 points came last game, but 8 points plus 8 from Riker Evans, Iginla 7, King with 7 and 13, Emlyn 4, Greentree 3, Crevier. Those penalties are killing me though, Emlyn, I have to say. What a trade deadline for Data and the Boston verse. Yes! Crevier 3 points plus 3, Minton 3 points plus 3, Horchuk 2 points plus 1. Heimo Salmi 1 assist and a plus 3 in his debut. Wow. Goldobin 1 assist plus 4. And goaltending, Osgood is 12-2-0. 1 shutout, 914 save percentage, 2.7 goals against average. Here in the Stanley Cup final against the Oilers, who went 41, 31, and 10. They beat the Ducks in 6, they swept the Kings in 4, and then beat the Stars in 6 to now be here in the Cup final against us. Let's see the lineup in Edmonton here in 2034. In Edmonton, 88 overall, Connor McDavid, with 90 overall, first-line center, Eric Vikingstad. Yes, Svechnikov, we traded them as well. So Vikingstad and Svechnikov was in that trade. So McDavid, Vikingstad, and Svechnikov on the first line. Bork, Roslovic, Sale on the second. Cates, Tomasino, Barkey on the third. Demick, Edstrom, and Miroshnichenko on the fourth. Defense, it's Shai Boyum with Evan Bouchard, who's a 91. Clevin with York, and Zach Jones with Dmitry Shimashev. So aside from Bouchard, all the defense between 80 and 84 overall. Yeah, he did grow. 87 overall, Logan Thompson with a 913 save percentage and 2.62 goals against average is starting. No injuries, but Fisker, Molgard, Bichelle, and 81 overall, Dylan Larkin, all healthy scratches. Vikingstad has only 7 points and is a -3 in the playoffs. That's nuts. 7 points, -3, 23 penalty minutes in 16 games, playing 22.5 minutes a night. Only scored 46 points this year? No, I'm glad we traded Vikingstad then. It really wasn't working out for Vikingstad. We saw the writing on the wall, and we went for it. Connor McDavid, 1 goal, 14 assists, so 15 points for McDavid. 4 goals, 10 points from Svechnikov. Who's scoring? Roslovic. I'm not convinced by this team, but it's EA, so anything can happen. Boyum has 10 points. Bouchard has 13 points. Okay. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of the 2034 Stanley Cup Final. Leave your like if you haven't already. And let's get started here at TD Garden. Facing off against the Oilers. First period, 2-0 Bruins. Randy Ho scores twice. 2-0 to start. Second period, 2-0 it remains. Shots 19-16. Here we are in the final. Real Divinity, welcome back. 2-0 here in the third period. Power play Edmonton. Jack Roslovic scores in the power play. Ooh-wee! Why is Hildeby playing? He definitely didn't start. Emelin scores. Stanley Cup final goal from Emelin. Larkin riding on coattails to a Stanley Cup final just like he always dreamed of. That's funny, Matt. Thanks for joining and adding those thoughts. But thankfully, hang on, 3-1 the final. Emelin scores his first career Stanley Cup final goal. Shots end 32-25. But please tell me that Osgood is okay. Ho scores twice. Lundell with 2 assists. Hildeby 17 saves on 18 shots. Osgood, please be okay. Thank goodness. All right, Osgood is all right. Osgood is okay. Whew, that was a little scary. Game 2, up 1-0. After a big 3-1 win at TD Garden in Game 1, could we win our second cup in 9 years of the GM Data era? We've been working so hard, 23 episodes. First minute 14, David Pastrnak power play goal. First period ends 1-0. Second period, 2-1 goal apiece. Maverick Bork ties it, but Randy Ho puts us back up. Shots are 28-17 in our favor, and we're up by 1. By the way, the Conn Smythe winner 3 years ago when we won the Stanley Cup was David Pastrnak, just to put that out there. Ho's looking for the Conn Smythe this year, perhaps. 2-1, hanging on to the final 5 minutes. Shots 37-24, 2 minutes to go. Hordichuk puts it to bed. Fourth liner, plus an empty net goal from Randy Ho. Nathaniel Hordichuk, thank you. Shots end 40-28, and we win 4-1 to win both games at home. 2 goals from Randy Ho for the first start, 27 saves from Gavin, and a goal and an assist from Pastrnak. You got to think that Randy Ho is the Conn Smythe favorite right now. Yes, leading the postseason in points, 23 points, 18 from Waters, 18 from Beniers, and McDavid has 16. So you know what? Definitely going to be a Bruin. If somehow we don't win the Cup, I wonder if a Bruin would still win the Conn Smythe. Game 3 at Rogers Place. What a postseason run this has been. Barely losing so far, but we're not done yet. First period, 1-1, York and McAvoy. Second period, 3-1, Goldobin and Greentree. Both their first Stanley Cup final goals. Zach Jones makes it a 1-goal game. We're not done. 15 minutes to go, up by 1. The Bruins are surviving. Hordichuk, he loves the postseason. Minton makes it 5-2. 3-goal cushion now. 10 minutes away from being up 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bruins are 1 game away. 5-2 victory in Game 3. Shots end 43-31. A goal and 3 assists. 4-point night from Fraser Minton. Okay. McAvoy a goal and an assist. Osgood 29 saves. The Bruins win 5-2. Marilyn and my beloved, I'm sorry. Will Joe King be back for the Stanley Cup clinching game potentially? It might be a playable injury. Could we put him in there? It's a sore shoulder. Come on, man. Haimo Salmi, how's he doing? 4 games plus 4. Thank you. Yes, Joe King. We're going to play him on the 3rd pair. We're not going to give him too much ice time. 3rd pair for Joe King. Nathaniel Hordachuk. Those trades tipped the meter in Boston's favor. I think, yeah, thank you to the AGMs, man. Hordachuk in the playoffs. 5 goals in 39 career games. All right, nothing crazy, but thank you. 3 goals in 17 games so far here. All right, we are 1 win away, ladies and gentlemen. When we've won the cup, we've lost in 5, won in 6, lost in 5. Now, can we win in 4 here in Edmonton to sweep the Stanley Cup final? Whew, gentlemen, the stage is yours. First period, 1-1. Hordachuk, his 4th! And Svechnikov, former Bruin, tying it at 1. Second period, 2-2. Noah Cates, but then Matty Beniers ties it with 7 seconds left in the second period. How about that for leadership? 7 seconds left. Beniers scores to tie it. Heading into the intermission with the momentum. Shots are 25-22 for Edmonton, but we're 20 minutes away from Lord Stanley. Come on now. Third period, who's going to be the hero? Watch the Oilers reverse sweep. Please, no. Power play, Oilers killed off. 10 minutes to go. Who's going to be the hero? Next goal, we're in next goal wins territory now. Final 4 minutes. Let's slow it down a little bit. 3 minutes to go. Will we see overtime? That would be crazy. I'd love to see overtime. 38 seconds, 7 seconds off to overtime. Shots end 38-28 for the Bruins. Excuse me. Shots end 38-28 for the Oilers. And we head to Game 4 overtime. A goal for the Oilers sends this to Game 5 back in Boston. A goal for the Bruins wins them the Stanley Cup. I don't think we've had the opportunity for a Stanley Cup clinching overtime in a very long time. Get your predictions in. Maybe we can do some sort of... I'll give you like an entry into the created player raffle if you get it right for the Stanley Cup clinching goal. How rare is it to see a Stanley Cup clinching overtime? Stanley Cup clinching overtime. Who will win it? Will the Oilers force 5? Or will the Bruins win the cup in Edmonton? Hobbsy says Frondell. Leave that like if you haven't already. Sheriff says Frondell. Lou says it's gotta be Ho. The Real Divinity says Randy Ho as well. Alright, Vikingstad wins it back to Bouchard. McDavid, picked off by Randy. Here it is. S. Pearson says pasta in the clutch. Turby says Hordachuk. I like those. Bouchard to Svechnikov. Neutral zone over to Vikingstad. Big Eric Vikingstad, the former Bruin. Made it all the way to the cup final. Poked. Still has it. McDavid, short angle. Osgood will hang on for that. Let's get the second line out for those face-offs. Hordachuk loves those face-offs. Caleb Bradham comes to Boston. Frondell comes to Boston. Greentree comes to Boston. Joe King comes to Boston. We win them a cup. Bouchard through traffic takes a tip. Those go in like 80% of the time. Osgood saves and hangs on. A lot of players who have been here before. Not many who have been here. Not a ton who have been here for that Stanley Cup. But enough who have been here to see that last cup 3 or 4 years ago. Bradham wins it back to Evans. Blended says Randy Ho. Vikingstad with space. Oh, wow. Through a screen. Blocker save. Vikingstad using his size. Ooh, in front Svechnikov. Almost had that. In front again, McDavid picked off. All right, Preston up to Frondell. Here he goes. Anton Frondell into Edmonton territory. Over to McAvoy. Oh, almost took a deflection and then would have been an open net. Blocked, though. Here comes Svechnikov. Picked off by Goldobin. Well done. Bradham to Preston. Let's get the third line out. Here comes Evan Bouchard. Vikingstad. McDavid with the wheels. Dumps it in. Go after that. There's Emlyn, board pinned. Who's in there? Lundell. Cates To Tomasino through traffic. Osgood will hang on to that. Let's put Minton out for the face-off, fourth line. Minton versus Roslovic, fourth line versus their second line. Minton on the dot, loses it. Roslovic, shy Boyum, can't get it through. All right, good. Energy, let's go. Minton up to Iginla. Craig Iginla dumps that in. Go after that green tree. Boyum behind the net. Bouchard. Here's Saleh. Maverick Bork. Cross ice to Roslovic, who goes offside. Let's bring the first line back out. Matty B on the dot. In neutral zone draw. One back by Roslovic. Clevin to Roslovic. Almost got picked off. Pastrnak has it now. To Randy Ho. Here they come. Randy. Broken up. Roslovic one-on-one. Takes a big hit. There you go. And Ho picks it up. A little tag team. Hit plus pickup. Here comes Iginla. Craig Iginla into Edmonton territory. Pastrnak off the post. Perfect one-timer from the captain. An inch away from winning the Stanley Cup for his team. Oh my goodness. Here's Matty Beniers now to Pastrnak again. Pastrnak can't get the shot away. And Thompson will hang on. We'll put the third line out. Oh, what a chance. Pastrnak off the post. Let's see that one again. Oh. Get Joe King on the ice. Third pair D is out, yes. Lundell at the draw. Come on, you can win this one against Tomasino. Come on. Lundell. Loses to Tomasino. Clevin. Barkey gets it on it. We'll call that a pass. Barkey. Cates in front, stopped by Osgood. They skate all the way down without being stopped. You gotta think that Ho is the Conn Smythe favorite if he can end it tonight. Lundell against Tomasino again. Tomasino wins it a second time now. Cates, good clearance from Bradham off the doorstep. Alright, now here comes Emelin. He'll dump it in. We'll get that. York chased. Clevin behind the net. Here's Cates. Neutral zone. Up against Joe King. And Goldobin. Or no, and Crevier, excuse me. Emelin hit, but makes the pass to Crevier, who gets up to Waters. Waters with space! Oh, the 1T is broken up by Cates. Tomasino. Welcome back, Sider. It's game 4 of the Cup final. If we score here in overtime, we win the Stanley Cup. Bradham, off the benches, Nathaniel Hordichuk, King Turby's prediction. Edstrom, Simashev, Fisker Molgard. Poked by McAvoy. Here comes Greentree now. Liam Greentree, the deadline pickup. Greentree still has it. Oh, come on, Greentree. To the point. McAvoy takes a tip. Greentree! Oh, that could have been it. Jones, Zach Jones, across to Simashev. Broken up. But he still has it. Edstrom over to Demick. Into Boston territory. Poked by McAvoy. Yes. McAvoy. Greentree. Hordichuk with space. He'll dump that in. First line. Change up. York. Clevin. Demick. Like Vedic in Deep Space Nine. Demick, broken up, if you know, you know. McAvoy to Frondell. Here you go, skate Frondell. People predicted you, my friend. Saleh gets it, up to Clevin again. Not many crazy opportunities here in this overtime. McAvoy, Frondell gets bumped. Is that going to be icing? No. Alright. York to Maverick Bork. Now here's Tomasino, cross back to York, and now up to Clevin. Were they trying a hip check there? Goldobin. Preston. Here you go. Frondell. Being like quadruple teamed. Tough overtime to watch so far. This has been ugly. York. Takes the hit. Tomasino in front! Oh my goodness. Why is no one there? Easy. No, not easy. Coming across the crease to make that save was Osgood. 0 people covering the doorstep. 2 defensemen watching as Bork is right there to tip it in the crease. Beniers versus Vikingstad. Beniers wins it back. Bradham. Why is Bradham out? Bouchard, big block there. Whoa, I thought that was going in. What was that? Pastrnak, hold on. Let me see that again. What just happened? Shots 46-28 for Edmonton. Wow. I was over the net. Oh, that could have been ugly. Could have been a little EA magic. Pastrnak, to Beniers. Matty B. Can he get through Boyum? No. Bouchard. Sveshnikov. 5 minutes into overtime. Pastrnak breaks it up. Matty Beniers now with space. Vikingstad. Broken up again. Matty B. Here he is. Beniers. Little deke to Pastrnak. One-timer goes wide. Bouchard. Sveshnikov. Goes offside. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. PTSD from the wings. That's exactly what I was thinking, Pearson. Lundell pushes off the face-off. Sveshnikov dumps it in. Iginla to Waters. Passer wants that 1T, I know. Waters dumps it in. Go after that. Let's go. Sveshnikov, Boyum, waste. Why are you dumping it when I put your cycle shoot to max shoot? Iginla picks it off McDavid. Well done. Lundell can't slip by there, though. We should have broken up. Here's Waters. Here's a chance. Waters with space. The cup on his stick. Stopped by Thompson. I couldn't remember his name. Second line going out for the face-off. Bradham's going to go out there. Try to win the face-off, Bradham. Oh, the cup was on his stick. Bradham, win me that face-off, Bello. Bradham loses to Roslovic. Oh, gotta take a timeout soon. That's the problem with the energy of the line. It's been 5 minutes and every line is exhausted. How are you supposed to have long-term lines in a 20-minute simulation? Minton, Iginla. Craig Iginla, can he be the hero? On net. Oh my goodness, that was close to squeezing through, I think. Another offensive zone face-off. I'm going to keep the fourth line. I got to let the other lines rest a little bit. Minton's good on face-offs, too. Fraser Minton. Loses the draw, but Horchuk gets the puck. McAvoy blocked. Roslovic hit. Who has the puck now? All right, 2-on-2. Edmonton coming back the other way. Saleh with space. Gets his shot on net, but turned aside by Osgood. Here comes Riker Evans. Again, dumping it in. Going after his green tree, yes. With space, it's Minton! Takes it. Was there a tip on that? Ah, but glove save for Thompson. We'll get the first line out now. Matty B coming out. Offensive zone face-off. A goal away from the Stanley Cup. 61.8% chance to win the face-off. Really. Wins it. But here's one-timer off the face-off. Randy Pastrnak! Oh, and tight. What a chance. Yeah, that was a soft shot. I think it might have hit a stick. What a chance from Randy off the face-off. Cates dumps it in. Broken up by McAvoy. Don't get board pinned. Thank you. Ho to Pastrnak. To Evans. Back to Ho. Look for the space. Jones has a hit off by Pastrnak. Come on, David. Simashev. Hit again. Come on, Randy. Yes. Randy. To Matty. Matty Beniers. Oh, such a brouhaha conglomerate of people. Evans to Beniers. Let's get that third line out. Matty B. Yes. Long overtime here. Of course, for the cup. Roslovic. Poked by Iginla. To Waters. Now here's Frundell. Takes a hit. Iginla. To Waters. With space. Waters. Windmill. Keeps possession. There you go. To Iginla. Still has it. Craig Iginla. Emelin! Oh, another short angle shot. Good save. Boyum. Roslovic. Board pinned. Yes. Fight. Roslovic. No. In front, Vikingstad. Takes a hit, but doesn't fall. Gets it away to McDavid. Doesn't fall too badly. McDavid. One move was good, but the second wasn't enough. Or wasn't, I guess, Goldobin stuck with him through the second, I should say. Emelin dumps it in again. Already 8 minutes. Man, it's taking long. Sveshnikov with a break here. Sveshnikov! Big save! Gavin Osgood! Oh my goodness, Gavin Osgood. He's been making miracles. Shots are 49-33 for the Oilers. Our second line versus their fourth line now. Quick draw, Bradham. Pushes. There you go. Preston. Is Lundell there too? And Bradham? Wait, am I... What? No, Frondell. Okay, anyways. No, Lundell is there. Lundell, Frondell, Bradham. Why is that the line? Anyways, York, Edstrom, Demick! No, Crevier will clear it out now. Why is the line like that? Frondell, Bradham, and Preston. Yeah, why is Lundell playing there? I don't know. Okay. Crevier to Lundell. There you go. Okay, Lundell to Preston. Now he's back out. Lundell! Glove save, Thompson. Alright, fourth line out again now. Gavin Osgood making big saves, man. Okay, we have the fourth line heroes. Fraser Minton loses the face-off. Dumped down. Boston regains possession back in their zone. McAvoy skating back. Greentree. Minton. Give away to Roslovic now. Roslovic broken up by Hordichuk. If you're just joining us, it is Game 4 of the 2034 Year Number 9 Stanley Cup Final. A goal for Edmonton forces Game 5. A goal for Boston wins us our second Stanley Cup of the GM Data era. Here in our 9th season. Fighting deep. Let's go. Finish it. Sheriff made the call. He says finish it. Sale. Roslovic. Ooh, almost jumped over Evans, but good save. And I'll go down for icing. This is a long overtime. Shots are 51-34. Both goalies doing what they got to do. 10:36 to go in overtime. Face-off lost, but picked off by Greentree. Thank you. Let's bring the first line and Joe King out. With Crevier. McDavid takes the hit. Vikingstad. Crevier versus Vikingstad. Both 6'8". Sveshnikov, big save. In tight again. Sveshnikov saved again. The sponge. Up to Beniers now. Boyum. Bouchard. 91 overall. Evan Bouchard. Broken up by Matty B. Bouchard lost a helmet too. He has to go to the bench. Broken up Crevier. Waters. Give away to Sveshnikov. Here's McDavid. Sveshnikov. Just everyone's hitting each other. Alright, Waters. Potential 2-on-1. Randy Ho, the cup on his stick! Oh, my goodness. Everyone's exhausted. Why is Bradham playing like defense? Broken. Oh, what a breakup by Crevier. Well done. Now Frondell. Little Deke. Frondell to Lundell. Just wide. Emelin. Fighting in the corner. Yes. Look in front. Oh, what's he doing? Waters to Lundell. Yes. I feel it. Again, like Goldobin. Through to scores! Vladimir Goldobin! And the Boston Bruins are the 2034 Stanley Cup champions! What a weird goal from the point, but it had to happen eventually. Our second Stanley Cup of the GM Data era. And our second cup in the last 4 years. With year 10 on the horizon. And the 20 gifted memberships come from Sheriff. Randy Ho wins the Conn Smythe. Noah, Scott, Tully, Supa Ninja, the Chalk Zone, Luke. So many, I can't name them all. But 20 new channel members. If you're a channel member, not the goal we wanted, but we'll take it. Randy Ho is the Conn Smythe winner. With 12 goals and 24 points in the playoffs. If you're a channel member now, you get all the perks, plus the Discord server. Let me know if you're in it so I can get you your perks there too. 20 new channel members. We're over 100 now, thanks to Sheriff. Captain David Pastrnak skates over to receive the cup from Big Gary. Yes, Randy Ho gets it. His year of hardware continues. And David Pastrnak raises the Stanley Cup! Randy Ho winning the Conn Smythe in the arena where he started his career. Look at that beard, David Pastrnak. Does he have one more in him? Yeah, Dennis Hildeby is who I want the cup to go to next. Next is going to be... I guess it's got to be McAvoy number 2. Pastrnak and McAvoy got to be 1 and 2.
You know, for some routines,
as we sweep the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. Full circle. So we went 16 and 1, 16 and 2. What? Is 16 and 2 like the greatest run in NHL history? Next up, it's got to be Randy. 16 and 2. What a Stanley Cup run. Randy Ho. Conn Smythe, and we'll see what else he wins in the hardware. The first Conn Smythe of his career. Look at that smile on his face. Who gets it? Joe King? I don't think he looks like anything special. Joe King can get it. Why not? I don't think... Yeah, we didn't do anything to edit the created player faces unless the person asked me to. But Joe King comes back from injury. Deadline pickup. Mighty Joe's going to love seeing that. Joe King, Stanley Cup champ. Finally another cup. We've been waiting for another cup for a while now. 2 now in Boston, 1 in Detroit, and still 1 year left in Boston and a few years to go in Detroit as well. And here they are gathering around. Sheldon Keefe wins the Stanley Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, break out your screenshots, take out your Polaroids and snap a picture. It'll last a lifetime. There they are in the dressing room. Modern day, it would be great. It would be greatest run. Canes have the current best with 16 and 3. Now we're 16 and 2. Yes. They're the boys in the room. Yes, sir! Pasternak loves it. Wow. Stanley Cup champions, Boston Bruins, 20-33-34. Can we win one more in year 10 and go back-to-back for the first time in franchise history? Let me get my flip phone. Bruins 33-34, David Pasternak captain, Beniers, Bradham, Crevier, Emelin, Evans, Frundell, Goldobin, Greentree, Hamosalmi, yes, Hildeby, Ho, Hordachuk, Ginla, King, Lundell, Marchand, Maxwell, who never played a single game, McAvoy, Minton, Osgood, Preston, and Brendan Waters. Stanley Cup champions. Shots ended 53-35 in this one, and the Bruins win 3-2. Mighty Joe's a champion. What a goal to go in at the end. We should have gone into the replay. And Gavin Osgood really turned things around. What a postseason from him. Stanley Cup champ. Joe King, separated shoulder. He raised the Stanley Cup with a separated shoulder. He had a sore shoulder, came back prematurely, and separated his shoulder. He's out 1 week longer with a separated shoulder than he was with a sore shoulder. But worth it as he raises the Stanley Cup. Let's see the awards now. So Stanley Cup. Oh, no, actually, it's not there yet. My bad. As we wait for the AHL to finish up. Joe King, 104 points. Really, look at that. Bruins win the Cup, and Rochester Americans winning the Calder Cup. So first thing, I may as well look at the points for us. So through those 18 games, just 18 games to win the Stanley Cup, 24 points from Randy Ho, 12 points and 12 goals, 24 points. Matty Beniers with 19. Brendan Waters, 11 goals and 18 points from the 22-year-old sophomore. Incredible. Lundell, 16 and 18. McAvoy, 16. Pasternak, 14 and 15. Bradham, 13. Same for Frundell. Again, 11 points plus 5. Evans, 11 points plus 12. Preston, 11 points, -3. Not sure why the negative. Minton, 8 points plus 8. Shout out. Joe King, 7 points plus 5 in 14 games. Greentree, 5 points plus 5. Hordachuk, 5 points plus 7. Emelin, 5 points plus 5. Crevier, 3 points plus 3. Goldobin, 3 points plus 9. And for the goaltending, Gavin Osgood goes 16-2-0 with 1 shutout, a .923 save percentage, and 2.46 goals against average. As Hildeby came in relief, he should actually Osgood should be 15-2-0, and Hildeby 1-0 with .944 and 1.33 with his 1 appearance. Who is credited with the winning goal? It was Vladimir Goldobin, who was credited with the winning goal. In the AHL, 8 points in 9 games from Thomas Pettersson. That's nice. As the Providence Bruins lost. Now for the awards. Let's see this. So Bruins win the Cup. Love to see it. Back-to-back President's Trophies for the Avalanche, but they haven't been to the Cup final, like, ever in this franchise mode. Art Ross goes to Macklin Celebrini. Yes, that we knew. Let's see now. Hart goes to Randy Ho in back-to-back years. James Norris to Kel McCarr in back-to-back years. Lady Bing to Celebrini. Calder to Giordano. Conn Smythe to Randy Ho. We already got that. Vezina to Oliwa, the goalie we traded away to Vancouver, who got flipped to Washington at the deadline, wins the Vezina. Wow. Jennings to Gavin Osgood. That's nice. Winning it in back-to-back years, but just on his own this year. No Zhamnov with him. Or backup with him. Kopitar. Whoa, that's incredible. Sheriff. Oh my goodness, Sheriff. Not only did Anze Kopitar win the Jack Adams, he's the head coach of the Kings and they won the Jack Adams. And he won. Oh, that's poetry. Selke to Liam Pugh. Ted Lindsay to Randy Ho in back-to-back years. And Rocket Richard as well in back-to-back years. Wow, so back-to-back Rockets, back-to-back Ted Lindsays, back-to-back Hearts. Conn Smythe. The only thing he didn't go back-to-back on was the Art Ross. That is a fun story. And in the AHL, look at Rent Free and Randy Ho just owning the Rocket Richard. Anything in the AHL? No. That is a fun story. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Stanley Cup champions, and we'll get through the offseason in the next one. Let's sim to the draft, I suppose. Sim to the draft. Pittsburgh jumps 6-1. Will David Pastrnak call it a career after his second Stanley Cup? David Pastrnak is back for year 10. Kucherov retires. Barkov, Connor, Fox, Schmaltz, Tuck, former Bruin Pavel Zacha, Kempe, Fiala, Garland, Eriksson Ek, Bjorkstrand, Bennett, Wenberg, Hronik, Pionk, etc., etc., etc. Former Bruin Brennan Carlo. Goaltenders, Vasilevsky retires, 597 wins. Hill, Jerry, Vladar. All right, so they're the retirements. No coaches retiring, except for Vaclav Kodelik in Providence. And now here we are at the draft. All right, so progress reports to end off the year. That's so great to see. I love that story. Pastrnak to an 88 now. Actually, let's look at it like this. McAvoy 93, Ho 90, Iginla 90. Nears, Pastrnak 88. Osgood 87. Evans 86. Preston 84. Godot. Not much growth from our NHL guys. Makes sense. Waters with the most, I suppose. In the system, not much growth from the big guys. Weeman from a 77 to a 78. He's in the NHL next year for sure. Leg. Rich Leg. Okay. Up to a 77. Nice. First line center in Providence next year. Fisset to a 75. Medium elite. Good. Bykov to a 74. Blomstrand to a 73. We'll have we'll have to probably trade another goalie prospect. Winning against Edmonton in a sweep. Or are you referring to something else? Fukafuji, there you go. Next, now the draft board. So we have our first, 2 seconds, a third, 3/4, a sixth, and a seventh. So probably nothing too crazy. Oh, we're applying to Divinity. Okay. Probably nothing too crazy for the draft. Ukrainian medium elite going first. Yeah, probably nothing too crazy. Could trade up for Coleman, medium top 6. Corey Coleman. At our pick, we'd probably trade down. Terry Barch, 6'3", 2 years away. I could see this guy being interesting. Eric Card. Top 6. Dunham, offensive defenseman, 5'10". Yeah, I told you I would, man. You think I'm a liar? Low top 6, Barahowski. All right. And let's see, contracts. Going to bed, Sheriff? Here, we'll just wrap up with the last couple things here. So next episode, the big question is, what do we do with David Pastrnak? Because we have $7.8 million in extension dollars, and he wants $12 million. Even with a no-move clause, it's going to take probably like $9.5, $10 million. So if we want to keep David Pastrnak, unless we send him off into the sunset, we want him another Stanley Cup and he's gone now. If we want to keep David Pastrnak, we'll have to shed a little bit of money, just a few million. If we do, is it Anton Lundell? Is it Liam Greentree? It could be Greentree. Yeah, might be Greentree. Is it Fraser Minton? Now, I think Greentree is a good pickup, but I don't think we can afford to have a fourth liner making $3 million. I don't think we can do it. It was nice to win him a cup. I think we've got to figure out a way to keep him. He's still a high overall. Yeah, I think so. That's the easy solution. Greentree out. That frees up $3 million. That gives us $10 million. Give him the full no move. It'll probably take all of our money, but we'll be able to do it. And then into the further future, Randy Ho will need crazy money. Frundell will want bigger money. So we'll have to let Pastrnak go. We'll do one more year of Pastrnak and then have to let him go no matter what. McAvoy might have to go as well. Yeah, I agree there, Tic Tac. Someone's gonna have to. There's gonna have to be some turnover somewhere with the ridiculous contract that Randy Ho will be asking for. Hildeby, you want to keep Hildeby? He was all right. At 900K, yeah, we should keep Hildeby. Yeah, Greentree, too much money for 1 year left, anyways. Yeah. And unsigned players. Some of these guys will be in the AHL next year. And that medium goalie for sure, yeah, Blomstrand, who was a high pick, right? 3rd round pick, okay. Pending free agents, just to look at it for fun. Pending UFA forwards. Could be a crazy class. Bedard, rent-free. Cooley, good night. Sider, Robertson, Marchenko, Park, Thomas, Heineman, Nachas, Blake, and Tila. Beesh. Defense, Hughes, Drysdale, Matejchuk. Goaltenders, Oliwa. So Oliwa, who was a 2nd round pick of ours, we had to trade him to Vancouver. Crazy numbers there. Wins the Vezina between playing for 2 teams. When's the last time that happened in the NHL? 26-year-old winning the Vezina. I'm sorry we had to trade him. Really too bad, but we're enjoying life with Osgood. Anything else we want to look at? I don't think so. Maybe the record book just for fun. Randy Ho and Renfree would be dynamite. I wonder how the game would even sim with that happening. David Pastrnak would tie the Bruins franchise record for 21 games played if he plays again next year. He would probably pass Ray Bourque for most games played. He already has most goals. He won't get most assists. He already has most points as well. Gavin Osgood getting closer to Tuukka Rask for most wins all time. Interesting. Season records. Gavin Osgood, 2031 of the most wins. How do you get the most goals? Phil Esposito at 76. Rookie and single game records. All right. I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Stanley Cup champions. Leave any and all your thoughts down here in the YouTube comments or over in the Discord server. Link in the description for what we should be doing moving into our 10th and final season with the Bruins. Thank you for being here. Stanley Cup champions. Congrats to like the 30 new channel members who are in here. If you're a new channel member or, if you've become a channel member recently and you're in the Discord server and you haven't told me yet, you haven't gotten your perks and your role and all that, please do let me know so I can give them to you. And I'll end it there. No long, drawn-out goodbyes. It's late. Thanks for being here. We'll be live again tomorrow around 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Join Data and myself, says Hobbsy, for free agency coverage tomorrow. Yes. So we'll be live around 11:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow to cover free agency. So join us for that, as we'll be live for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, covering that and some NHL moves that happened yesterday, like the Markstrom deal and whatnot. Thanks, Tic Tac. Good night, buddy. Thanks, everybody. Let's go, Bees. One more year. Can we go back-to-back for the first time in franchise history? Year 10 will be next episode. Keep it on the Discord server for the scheduling of when that might be. Potentially, maybe even Saturday. I don't know. We'll let you know. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Let's go, Bees.